messed up.
True. But
I mean, that's just how it is.
His whole squad got sacrificed for the village. Like,
man.
Listen, fam. They gotta die. Everybody.
Listen, Itachi had a choice, and he made one. Okay.
That's a wild ass choice. I would never be able to do shit like that.
You should have killed Sasuke too.
That was his one mistake right there. He killed Sasuke.
He should have killed Sasuke.
Itachi the GOAT though. Once he did that shit where like he came back to life on some like the activating the Sharingan shit. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, I think we're actually live right now. I think we're live. Yes, we are live.
Yep.
What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Press Start Podcast. Episode 74, man. We're almost at 100 soon, man. Like what? We got 16 more episodes and we're at 100. That's crazy.
No, that's
oh
damn,
shit. Yeah.
What is math? It's 24.
My bad.
It's 24.
24. My bad.
I knew that sound.
You can't read and you can't do math either. What's going on?
This shit crazy.
It's 26 actually, Alex. Not 24. It's 26.
Well, you said 76.
Wait, what?
You did say 76.
Did I say
76?
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
76,
You wild, bro.
Okay,
Wild,
my
bro.
bad. I thought I said 74. It's been a long day for me. I apologize.
It's 26 episodes now.
Kofi, are you high?
No,
Are you high?
I'm not high right now.
And why are you sharing?
I'm
Why
not
don't you
high
share
right now, so relax.
All right.
So we're gonna go ahead and do the introductions. This has been a long day for me, so J-Man's definitely taking over for this shit, bro. Yo,
Oh man,
Yo,
what episode?
J-Man.
I ain't got it, dog.
Yo, J-Man, do your intro, man. Do your intro.
Oh man, what's good with the people, man? Hope y'all are doing great, having a great week. Welcome to another episode of the podcast. Shout out to the guests. They're gonna introduce themselves in a minute. If Press Start Memes is in the building, I do have one simple request. Can you Photoshop me onto Killmonger's head? And I need a certain podcast member's head in my hand with blood on it saying, "Is this your pony commissioner?" Yes, this nigga Jack Moose gotta get the fuck out of here. He is no longer pony commissioner. I'm taking over. I'm the motherfucking leader. I'm the captain now. I run shit. He just lives here. Y'all know how the story goes. And that's all I got.
Jack Moon, what happened?
So what's going on?
He got smoked for Little Big Planet and he only played the demo. So I'm gonna need
I see a peasant talk. Who is this peasant talking right now? Are you from the podcast? Oh, that's J-Man. All right, what's up?
It's over for you. That, you know what I mean? That's it. Nice and simple.
back,
But what up, y'all? Hope y'all doing good.
Oh, man.
Alex, go ahead and do your intro, bro.
What's up, everybody? Glad to be here. Have another week. Ready for starting the sus on this Thursday evening.
Oh boy. Let's be
here.
easy today, man. Let's be easy today.
I gotta get you a little loose. Get you a little.
Alex.
Yo.
In the pre-show, Alex said the wildest shit that I do not want to repeat on this thing live.
My God.
We're gonna save it for the pre-show people. Watch it over there. But you said the wildest shit. Shit was crazy.
You don't really do that unless you want to, but I mean, you can.
Jack, go ahead and do your introduction, my guy.
I hope everybody having a good day better than mine. J-Man is really disrespectful right now. Everybody knows that Little Big Planet is fucking trash, okay? Every Little Big Planet game is boring as fuck. It is what it is. Floaty ass platforming. Hey man, listen.
Spinning facts right now.
That adds to the element of the game. So
Shit trash, all right?
Keep lying.
Jack, spinning facts right now.
Hashtag play, create, share. Let's get it.
Ew. But yeah, man, what's good, man? Let's get into these topics.
And we got two guests today. As you guys can see, Erica is not here. It's actually Kenny's birthday, so shout out to Kenny.
Shout out to Kimbo Slice.
Erica's spending some time with Kenny, man. So happy birthday, Kenny. But we got Ash and Luca to replace Erica, you know what I mean? So Erica
Erica get replaced.
Erica get replaced. Shit is crazy.
Let's go.
Y'all being real disrespectful. You know, Erica's my mom.
We know you're trying to eat tonight, Ash and Luca. You know what I mean? Your mom ain't gonna cook for you if you talk too much shit. It's all right though.
All right, but what's up, guys? The Ash and Luca here. Thanks for having me.
And we got the one and only Jigga in here. What's up, Jigga?
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Jigga, your favorite casual gamer. I hear gaming casually. And they brought me here to balance out the Alex sus, so hey.
It's
Hey,
okay.
you sus too,
Look.
Jigga, though. What's going on?
Yeah, you're pretty sus, and you're whispering really close in your.
Well, your
mic.
gameplay is sus. I'll put it like this. Your
Oh
gameplay
man,
is kinda
no,
sus.
chill
What's
out,
going
man.
You
on?
trash that game, Jigga? What's going on?
Oh man, Jigga,
Yeah,
wait a
he
minute.
doesn't-
I'm a beast out here, though.
Jigga play games? Hold on, wait that.
Jigga play games.
All right.
Oh shit.
Yoshi Space Dragon,
man.
thanks for the donation. I appreciate it.
Jigga,
He
you
says,
seem like a Madden 2K type. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
He says-
I definitely am.
when's that BG versus Kofi tiebreaker happening? I don't know if that's happening. You know, right now BG's locked up in the cell. You know what I mean? So I don't know when BG's getting out, yo. To be honest, man, that man locked up, yo. So yeah, I was.
Yeah, make sure y'all donate to the next weapon wheel. Put some money on that man books. He locked up.
Yeah, we need to bail out BG, yo. You know what I mean? Right now, he blocked on Twitter. Twitter got his ass. He thought he could finesse Twitter out here. I told that man to switch up his name from Weapon Wheel after that shit got like blacklisted, but you know he didn't listen. You know he thought he could finesse Twitter, but you know Twitter got him. So right now BG's locked up. So, but I appreciate
Hey,
that.
free BG, dog. Free
As
BG.
BG's son, Kofi, can you tell us the visitation hours?
Man,
or
fuck
you didn't
that
call it?
nigga, dog. That's how I feel, bro.
Oh, man. Free BG, dog.
Listen,
Free
I told
BG.
my
Yo,
homie, I ain't visiting
Twitter,
you even in
keep
jail.
yo,
Fuck outta here.
Twitter, keep that nigga locked up, bro. We don't want him, bro. Keep that
Hey,
nigga
free all my
locked
dogs.
up.
Free all my
So
dogs.
hold on. First,
Hey, man, Kofi,
Yo.
for BG, I think what happened was they saw his doom slander, and I think that's
Yeah, all the persona slander, the doom
persona
slander,
slander, doom slander,
yeah,
Witcher
witches
slander,
slander.
got his ass.
Yeah,
Bob basically destroying him on
yo, Twitter,
Sunday.
keep that nigga, dog.
Yeah.
Yo, Twitter, keep
Free
that
my
man.
dog, man.
Yo, keep
Free
that
my
man,
dog,
bro.
man.
BG not being able to lift the PS4. That
You
was
know what I
They were
mean?
like,
You know what I mean?
Damn, BG Life Behind Bars gonna be fire when that shit dropped. Oh, I can't wait. Life Behind Bars Twitter edition. That shit be fire.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to BG though. So let's go ahead and get into these topics. But before then, make sure you check out the podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes. You know the usual. Check out our Patreon. What else? Check out the PS4 Spider-Man Limited Edition giveaway. Check that out. And I think that's about it. So let's get started and
Fine.
talk about PSVR.
Oh.
Jack, you start this off for me, all right? So, PSVR hit a milestone, 3 million sold. What do you think about this, Jack?
I think it's great. You know, they came out today, said 3 million sold. 21.9, VR related software has been sold along with that. That averages to around 7.3 games per PSVR user.
Oh shit, Jack could do math. All right.
Yeah, I looked up some statistics. Apparently, according to the statistics that I saw, PSVR has outsold its direct competitors the past 2 years by over 1 million. Well, shipped, I would say shipped. But you know, they not shipping shit they ain't gonna sell, so tomato. But a great number.
Where did you pull up these statistics? I wanna.
It was a website. I'll link it.
So
to you.
I'm on Statista.com,
I think that's what I was on.
Fake news.
and the highest grossing VR headset is actually the Samsung Gear VR for 2017 and 2018.
That's the highest grossing because it costs more money than PSVR.
Oh, isn't it less?
No,
Samsung
yeah,
it's
Gear
cheaper.
VR is
not more.
It's cheaper.
hey,
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
sold the most.
Well,
units.
what
It-
I
so
saw
in
when I saw
2017,
PSV,
I got it right here. Samsung. So for Google Cardboard did 3.4 million. By the way, that was a piece of
I did
cardboard.
not see that.
Samsung Gear VR 3.65, Sony PlayStation VR 2.55, HTC Vive, which is trash, Oculus, which is trash, Samsung Gear VR, which is also trash. I think all VR is trash.
But those mobile ones being cheaper, like, wouldn't you expect them to sell more?
Yeah,
of
totally.
course.
But they don't. I don't think they compare. They was comparing it to the Vive and the
And the
what was
Oculus.
it?
The Oculus.
Yeah, the Oculus. That's what. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
saw. The Vive and
Yeah,
Oculus.
I mean, but I think what PSVR is like what $300, $400,
yes.
but you've got a Vive which is $800.
Didn't they drop the price
Yes.
recently? No, I swear they cut the price like by a
I mean,
lot.
I don't know about that.
Oculus,
Vive.
not the Vive, the Oculus. I'm pretty sure they did
No,
a
it's-
permanent price cut for that, for the
The
Oculus.
Didn't they
Vive,
come out with a
Okay,
wireless
the
Oculus?
the Vive Pro is $800.
How much is the base model though?
That's the Vive, but
Let
the
me see.
Oculus Rift is like
Yeah, the base
500.
model is
it's
like
$500.
$500. Yeah.
Yeah.
US dollars and shit.
So the regular Vive is $599. The Vive Pro is $799. and that's $200 more expensive than Oculus, which is $399.
All right.
But the thing is, for the Oculus, it's like you get nothing. Like honestly, the PSVR is a better deal, but I don't think VR is where it needs to be. I think VR is pretty much garbage.
All right, so J-Man, what do you think about the 3 million sold? Is that an impressive number to you?
You know what? I feel kind of two type of ways about this number because on one hand, I do think it's not amazing, but I do think it's good enough where Sony is gonna try and invest in a Mark II or a V2 version of this. And what that means to me is that we ain't gonna get no more fucking handheld platforms from these motherfuckers. And I want a Switch-like device for my PS5. Ooh. Now, with that said, I do like that they're selling well because the narrative has always been Sony doesn't support their peripherals and they always do trash. So it's good to see that Sony is actually still supporting it, coming out with games. They actually got this this Creed boxing game that reminds me of this arcade game that I used to play. I forget what it might have been Ready to Rumble arcade. I don't know. It's something like that where you put on the boxing gloves itself and you punching at the screen. That's what that reminds me of. And it actually interests me. Plus a couple other titles that I seen on there like Farpoint, stuff like that I think I might pick something up. So it's good to see that they're still supporting it.
Don't do Farpoint.
Why? I heard good things, right?
A lot of people are getting motion sick because of Farpoint.
And that's another thing I'm worried about. I was actually just at the fair earlier today with my job. I did one ride that, spin around and shit like that, and I was about ready to throw up in that motherfucker. So I'm worried about motion sickness.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. And what they're doing is the problem is that Farpoint doesn't. I'm not sure of it, but I think the last time I checked, Farpoint is like controller movement. So you actually are moving in VR instead of doing like the jumping, which is when you're moving in VR, that's what causes you getting sick for a lot of people. So,
Ashton, what do you think about the 3 million PSVR sold? What do you think?
Well, it's great for PlayStation, and good for them. I really don't care about VR, man.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Yeah,
I think it's. I have zero interest in it. I've never been interested in VR. I don't care to play any of the games that they have out. So, good thing. I mean, it's great that it's doing well. Good for them. I never want any product to fail if it's like not complete trash, but I don't really care. And
except
I think
Labo.
it's doing well for yes, and I think it's doing well for it being a niche product. Jack Move, I watched your video today, so I agree with you for the most part.
Oh, there you go.
And Jigga, thoughts?
Hold on, Kofi, can you turn her mic up on your end or something? They saying she's low.
Luca, can you turn your mic up? Is it possible, or let me see if I
Well,
can.
You can turn it up.
I can?
You can turn it
Yeah,
up.
I'm
How do I do that?
in
Oh, okay, I
mine,
see.
And it is.
Yeah, you can
All
turn it
right,
up. Yeah.
mic check real quick.
Turn her up.
Yes, hello?
All right.
Is that better?
Oh, that's better.
I think that's
Oh,
better.
that's better?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
All right, perfect.
right.
Yeah, Jigga.
Well, I'm surprised that it sold that well because I heard before, like when it was when they were previewing it and before it first came out, I heard that because it was running off like the PS4 that it was causing a lot of people to get sick because the PS4 wasn't strong enough to push the high enough frame rates, and it was causing it to people to get motion sick. And so when I saw those numbers that it sold 3 million, I'm like, oh, hey, good for them. Mm-hmm. But I hope most people who didn't buy it are like people who own the original PS4 because it's like I can't see you having a good time with that. PS4 original is not that strong, so it got to struggle to push that VR. But hey, good for them though.
Yeah. All right, so my thoughts on this: 3 million. When I look at 3 million, I feel like it should be doing a little bit better. I think the PSVR has been out for what, Jack? Almost 2 years. Is it almost 2 years? It's almost been out.
Yeah.
I think coming October will be 2 years, right? October or some shit like that.
Yeah, October, November, one of them.
Yeah, so we know the PlayStation 4 has an install base of 82 plus million users. So
is it really 82?
Yeah, I think that was actually confirmed. Around 82 million sold through, which is absolutely crazy, right? So
did it beat the PS2 yet?
No.
No,
PS2 is
about half of what PS2 did.
Yes, yeah.
That's half of what PS2 did. No way.
Yeah, PS2 is like 150
it was like
plus.
150. Yeah, 150. Yeah.
So
Jesus.
So me seeing it at 3 million, I feel like the number should be a little bit higher. So okay, we all know the VR.
Hold on.
We all right. Let me finish.
You sounded like one of these Xbox.
Let me
right now.
let me finish.
You talking about attach rate for a niche product?
No,
dog?
I know. Let me finish. I know that. I know VR is a niche product, but I'm just saying, like, the thing about this whole situation is I don't know what Sony is expecting for this platform to sell. Because my only concern is how's VR going to be in the next 5 years? Like when PS5 drops, do you think Sony is going to be supporting VR like the way that they're supporting it now? If like the sales like do not pick up, or you think Sony's like comfortable of it being just a product for just a small demographic of gamers? That's what I want to know. I want to see like, yo, is this just a fad or is this going to die out? Because I'm pretty sure that Sony wants to sell a bunch of these, like, or you don't feel like they don't want to sell a bunch of these, like, what do you guys think?
I think personally that they check the temperature on PSVR correctly. When they're gauging the temperature of it, I think they know exactly what the product is and that it's gonna, like when they first came out with it, they said they're treating it like the PS1. They know that it's going to be a while before VR gets to where it needs to go. Mm-hmm. So that's why I think they're okay with it selling 3 million at this point, because to them, that's like, all right, even if it is breaking even or they're making profit off of it, they're not losing. So that's a positive in itself. And going forward, the systems are only going to get stronger. People are only going to get better with the technology as far as making games, making it more comfortable, creating new experiences that actually feel more like, holy shit, I'm in a freaking open world, and I really feel like I'm in this world instead of the on the rail stuff or play this game.
The only reason why I only bring that up because I want to just see if like the VR is like sustainable, because like we've seen even with products like with the PS Vita, like which had more units out, and how Sony kind of like dropped support with that. I'm just, my question is, do you guys think that like if VR continues to sell at this it seems like a slow rate, do you think that Sony will still commit to VR like that? Like, Jack, what do you think? Do you think Sony will commit to VR? You think like VR is like PSVR is a thing to stay for the PlayStation brand?
I mean, I don't know if VR in general is a thing to stay. You know what I'm saying? But if VR, like y'all said, if VR stick around, I definitely think Sony gonna keep pushing PSVR, because like J-Mane said, the PS5 is gonna be hopefully it's gonna be way stronger than the PS4. So that only mean that the VR is going to improve. You know what I mean? Hopefully they get rid of the cords that come with it that you got to hook up to your headset and all that, and make it a little bit more comfortable to use. But they definitely gonna keep pushing, because like I say, in comparison, it is doing really well. Like,
in comparison to the other VR headsets. So if 3 million when it comes to like Oculus Vive and PSVR, and 3 million is like the highest, right? And the other one, and it's doing way better than the other options. But how I see it is like 3 million is still like, it's still kind of low for me. But I guess we'll see in the next 5 years and see where VR is at for PlayStation. I just hope it don't get dropped like 3D gaming and shit like that.
Hey, you better be lucky that bitch only did 3 million, because let that shit had sold like the Kinect, and PSVR 2 would have been packed into the PS5. Some wild shit like that. So I'm happy it's doing exactly what it's doing. They can keep that shit out the box and let me pick it up if I want to pick it up.
So that's interesting. So we all assume that PS5 is probably coming out in the next 2 years, right? Like, it's probably safe to say, right? So do you feel that
2019 gang? What up?
Do you feel we're gonna get like a remodel for PSVR, or you think it's just gonna move over?
I think it needs a remodel. I think it really needs a remodel, because you're still using the PS Move and the PlayStation Eye camera, and those to me are the two biggest things that drag PSVR down.
That's a good point. That's facts. That's facts. That is definitely facts.
Having to use those really old pieces of technology for something that is not an old piece of technology. So I think if they do the remodel and they fix Move, they fix the Eye camera, they don't need a breakout box, they get better lenses, they remove the screen door effect or minimize it. You've got a more powerful console that can get up a better frame rate more consistently and better visuals. If these things line up and they do those things, I feel that Sony will have the best opportunity to provide a killer app as to why you need VR more so than Oculus or Valve could do, personally. So I think that if those things come in line, then I think you will see hopefully a big studio. I'd love to see the guys who did Horizon do a VR game. I think that would be cool.
They their studio already did.
Well, Riggs, yeah.
Riggs.
Yeah. But I think if they have the right tech and they have the right horsepower behind it, they can do some really great stuff.
Okay, so
but I think
all right, go ahead. Finish up, Alex.
No. But I think basically they need to fix those three things for VR for PS5 to do really well.
Now you saying in this model or when they come out with the VR2?
So
PS4?
I would like it to. I mean, I would like it to be fixed in this model.
Well, speaking about VR2, you guys bring up
Nah.
that, but do you guys feel that if Sony was to release another more powerful VR, like, and not have like the original PSVR crossover to PS5, you feel like that would be a issue? Do you feel like that would be an issue?
Oh, like if the first model didn't work with the PS5.
Yeah, with PS5.
Oh yeah, that would be a big issue.
Do you think
not
that
a
would be
big
an
issue, but it would be an issue.
I mean, yeah, if it got backwards compatibility, people just gonna automatically assume that you can play, the VR with the old one. So
okay,
that would definitely be an issue.
Okay,
I would think the headset would work. I don't think the Move controllers and the camera would work.
Well, them shit's got to go anyway, so
those got to go anyways. To be honest, but I think if they were going to do something like that, the headset would be what works, but not the other stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So 3 million sold. Yeah. So I guess that's good. I actually thought that it would probably do worse. So I guess it's a positive that VR.
Hey,
VR.
Hold on, real quick, right? Now we was talking about this shit on Twitter, and a couple of people tweeted me that I don't know if this is true or not, so I'm asking y'all a question. People are saying that this has sold more than the Xbox One X. Is that true?
Oh boy!
Is that true, dog?
Come on! No Xbox slander, dog.
No, come on, man.
No Xbox slander.
I'm asking, bro. This shit crazy. I don't know.
No Xbox slander, dog.
VR sold more than the X.
That'd be kind of bad. That would be kind of bad if it was true.
I don't want to hear shit about power from nobody ever again. That's crazy.
Yo, dog.
Hey, shout out to Xbox.
Yeah, shout out to Xbox. Xbox slander, dog.
I'm trying to look up if I can find it.
Yeah,
I'm curious for real. That shit crazy.
Microsoft don't release no numbers, though. We ain't gonna find shit on that.
Yeah.
Oh man. Sheesh.
All right, so let's move on to the next topic, and let's talk about QuakeCon. I think that happened last week or during this week? I don't even know, man.
This week, bro.
This week. I don't even know.
Yeah,
I'm a little out of it, yo. So it's this week. And we got to see footage of Doom Eternal. I just want to get everybody's thoughts on Doom Eternal. And we're going to start off with Luca. Luca, what do you think of Doom Eternal?
Well, I think it might have been last week because I talked about Doom Eternal on Saturday on my podcast.
Okay.
So, it looks good. Looks like the original Doom, which I didn't care for. So.
Yeah. Alex is gonna have a problem with you.
I said.
So you don't like?
She said what she said. Talk that shit.
Talk that talk.
I'm not saying I don't like it. I just saying it's okay.
She said it's a snooze fest, right?
So you don't like?
Don't get your panties in a bunch, right?
You don't like good games. You don't like good games.
Listen, I love The Witcher 3, and I love Persona 5. Doom is just, down there on the list. That's all.
Right.
You ain't got a damage control. You said what you said.
I said what I said.
She said what she said. Listen,
all right, go ahead.
I was about to say, I didn't watch the gameplay
because
I didn't play the first Doom yet, so I don't want to spoil myself.
How do you not play the first Doom yet? What are you doing? What is this podcast full of fraud?
This game's better than that.
I beat Doom.
You never played it. How can you say their game's better?
I beat Doom 2016.
Because it's a snooze fest.
But let's hear from Jigga though. Jigga, thoughts on Doom Eternal?
I actually have no opinion either because I never played.
Oh my god! These dudes really play no games. What's happening here, bro?
I've heard the broken clock is right.
Shit is crazy, yo. Jack, you were right about Jigga. Shit is crazy.
Yo,
Jack ain't played it.
Jack, shit.
Wait a minute.
All right. Okay.
I played the demo of the 2016. Did not like.
There was a demo.
None of y'all play no games.
Yeah, it was a demo.
Was there?
Was shit crazy?
Yeah.
When was there a demo?
Was there a demo? Maybe there was a beta. Maybe there was a beta.
Nah, there was a demo.
There
was a demo. I think
There was? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What I will say about Doom Eternal is that it looks exactly like Doom 2016, but with a goddamn grappling hook. Okay.
That too.
I hope y'all enjoy that.
All right. So I guess me and Alex are the only people in this podcast right now that completed Doom 2016, and let's hear from Alex. Doom Eternal. What did you think of the gameplay reveal?
Fucking fantastic.
Okay.
It's exactly what you want out of a Doom game, with even more speed and even more of what you can get. Who's snoring? What's going on?
J-Main snooze. Oh, you sleep.
Oh, J-Main's asleep. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know J-Main didn't like the game. Excuse me. He's never played the game, but he wants to comment on it.
I got it on my Steam.
Weren't you just talking about Jack not playing games, but talking about them? But yeah, you're.
Okay, pull up.
Pull up, Alex.
All right, pull up.
Alex, let's go.
All I said was I ain't playing yet. That's it.
Oh, but now you're making comments about how it's a snooze fest.
If I ain't played something, it's a snooze fest. That's
Let's
it.
go.
All right, go ahead, Alex.
Let's go.
If I ain't played, obviously I'm sleeping on it, right? You saying I should have played it? It should have been Game of the Year 2016. I ain't played it, so I'm sleeping on it. Snooze fest. Fuck out of here.
You're sleeping on it, and when you finally play some goodness, you're gonna fucking be like, Alex is fucking right. I was wrong.
Uncharted 4 better than that shit.
All right, Alex, give us your thoughts. Give us your thoughts on Doom Eternal.
I think it's fucking great. I think they ramped everything up to 11. The grappling hook increases all the movement and flows. You have to play that game on a PC. There's no way you're gonna play that on a controller and get half the stuff the guys were doing. Because on a controller, it looks slow and prodding and terrible. But when they turn on keyboard and mouse and they fucking started jumping everywhere and doing double dashes, it was like, you know what? This is it. This is the fucking game.
Maybe that's where the disconnect is, because Bond really loves it too, and you both are PC guys, so I played it on PlayStation 4.
That is a pure keyboard and mouse game.
Yeah.
Playing that game on a controller is not the way to play.
It's definitely for the best experience. If you want to do all that fly shit, you're definitely gonna need a keyboard and mouse to do all
What'd you say,
Another reason for me to not play it. Next.
Yeah, keyboard and mouse is ass, dog.
Jigga and J-Main. Jigga and J-Main hate keyboard and mouse. They hate it.
Look, just because you're bad at something.
Big controller.
Okay, you got that new exclusive. I see you.
2017 Xbox.
You got that new exclusive. I see you, guy. I see you.
Oh my God.
This was literally the best exclusive for Xbox in 2017.
Okay, all right. So I seen the. All right, so I seen the Doom gameplay, and I actually thought it looked good. I was a fan of the first Doom. I really enjoyed it. They added what did they add to the enemies? What, like destruction, right?
So now, basically, just like in Doom 2, the original of Hell on Earth, whenever you do more damage, they start falling apart.
They start falling apart and stuff like that. They added damage.
Oh, so y'all falling out for old features. All right.
I was just checking. So I like that, what they added. I like the grappling hook on the shotgun. As Alex mentioned, I think it adds like a whole different kind of verticality to the game, and you probably could change some really cool kills to it. But I must say, it really does look like, the first Doom. Besides,
it's supposed to.
Yeah, it really. It's not really a bad thing, but it really does it does look like DLC.
So what did you want it to look like?
You know what I mean? It really does look like an expansion. I'm just saying it looks like an expansion, high key.
Wait, what? Visually? Like, what do you mean?
Say that again, Alex.
In what way does it look like an expansion? Like graphically, or does it look like?
Nah, it just looks like more of the same. Which is more of the same isn't really a bad thing though. Like it ain't too much of a bad thing. So
sounds like Doom 1.5.
Yeah, it really does. It really does seem like Doom 1.5 to me when I look at it.
Shout out to Destiny 2. Y'all killed Destiny 2. All right, Alex, y'all killed Destiny 2.
Oh,
it does. I mean, where you at?
It looked good though. It looked fun. I'm definitely gonna play it, but it does look like
it looks like an expansion.
It does look like an expansion, high key. All right, so Alex,
I'll be the judge of that.
Alex,
no. So we're gonna hold on to this. We're gonna hold on to this. It looks like a sequel of a game on the same generation of consoles that will not change graphically. Looks like an expansion. Go ahead. No, continue.
So I actually made a video on my channel with one gotta go between Doom and Rage. And I know
what you picked, and we need to have a conversation.
And I actually want to go through it with you guys. Jack, if you had to play one of these two games, what would you play, Doom or Rage 2?
I'm picking Rage 2, dog.
All right, I got. All right, J-Main, between Doom and Rage 2, what are you picking?
Oh, you know what I put? Doom can play Russian roulette with a full clip and get
man.
the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Talk.
Listen,
Let's go.
Rage 2 looking like that fire. That should look like Mad Max. And fucking, I mean, it does look like Doom a little bit, but
It has some Doom. It has some Doom in it too.
It has some Doom in it, you know, just enough for me to not fall asleep.
Wait a minute.
It doesn't have, you know, I'm not gonna fall asleep because of the extra shit that they got. You know what I mean? It's not just strictly Doom. It has that extra.
Can we back that up? Can we back that up, Jamie?
Whoa.
A game. Okay. Rage 2.
Yeah.
Looks like Doom.
Has some elements, like you can see a little bit.
Wait a second.
You can see a little bit in there.
Has elements of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's first person.
But it has more too, though. It has more.
But yet you sleep on Doom?
Listen, too much Doom. I'm sleeping. Rage 2 doesn't have too much Doom, and it has a little bit of Mad Max.
So we're just exposing
like that.
Nah, Luca.
You ain't exposed me.
Luca, one gotta go. Doom or Rage 2? Doom Eternal or Rage 2? What are you picking?
I'm picking Rage 2. I'm sorry, Alex.
Jigga, what are you picking?
I see that.
He's furious over there. You just took a shower and now you sweat.
I'm not sweating.
Jigga, what are you picking between Doom Eternal and Rage 2?
Hey, Doom gotta go.
Oh, damn, the whole panel. You know,
not the whole
panel. We gotta admit, I know besides Alex Hill, but we gotta admit, Rage 2 does look fucking fantastic, dog. Race 2 doesn't.
No, it fucking doesn't.
Yeah, what? So what does it look like? Okay, so
Rage 2 does not.
Yo, Jack, look at this.
All right, yo, so Alex, why doesn't Rage 2 look fantastic?
Rage 2 looks sloppy as fuck.
Okay, why?
It looks incredibly sloppy. The movement is trying to pull off some Doom stuff, but it is still too far slow. You're either using a controller, but that movement is just not the way it should be.
I don't think it's trying to be like
and everything in the world is grayscaled, and then what they have is you're just adding pink and purple to it, and you're like, oh, it's fucking cool. No, it's not.
Yeah. Grayscale. I've seen a lot of colors.
I'm a little bit more excited for from Rage 2 because of the open world. The weapon and the bosses look really interesting, and the vehicle combat too really caught my attention in that. So I'm actually a little bit more excited for Rage 2 at the moment. But I'm definitely gonna pick up Doom Eternal and play through it because I actually did enjoy the first Doom. I thought it was actually a lot of fun.
My man in Doom has a predator knife that comes out of his fucking arm, and then he slices dudes in half.
Yeah.
He has a shoulder cannon that fires grenades and a hook on a shotgun that pulls him to enemies. First of all, Jigga doesn't play games, so
okay.
I actually just
did you be Witcher 3 on Death March?
I did.
I
did.
Okay.
So first of all, I did. Second of all,
we need to see receipts. We need to see receipts first.
You got it. I'm pulling it up right now.
Hey, check my achievements, dog. I got all the achievements in that game. Facts.
Oh, okay. So I looked at the Doom Eternal gameplay on PC. It does look significantly better in comparison.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
We're gonna see.
All right, so Alex, what's going on with Bethesda these days?
Oh man,
since we're talking about them, there's a lot of controversy surrounding them. Stuff about crossplay, stuff about them not wanting you to sell used games. So can you break some of this down for us? Let's actually start off with the crossplay. How apparently they're on Sony's neck when it comes to one of their games. I think it's Elder Scrolls Legends, I believe. I think it's a card game. So break it down for the people.
So basically, Elder Scrolls Legends, which is a card game that they're trying to basically overtake with Heroes of the Storm and some other stuff, they're telling Sony that they're not going to put that game if there's no crossplay at all on the PS4. And I think this is just sort of like a stand-up tactic because they've also stated that before about Fallout 76 that Sony is not being very friendly about crossplay.
Isn't progression too involved? Cross progression.
They're talking about
progression.
Talking about cross save,
and I think we've talked about this before, and I think the biggest thing that's going to happen is when games become more of a service rather than you buying the game and keeping it, crossplay is going to be inevitable. And I think that's where the issue is going to be, is that games moving to a service-like structure instead of being just like a one and done. They're moving to this way, and they're going to try and control this whole thing. But you're going to have to give something up if you're going to want that control. And I think that's what's going to have to be given up by Sony. They're basically pulling a they're doing an alpha check, basically. They're checking Sony to see if Sony will buckle. And I don't think Sony will buckle, to be honest. I think they're going to keep their thing. And I'm really hoping Sony changes their mind, because if they don't, they, just like last time between the PS3 and the Xbox, I think it's going to switch back. And you'd be surprised what happens.
I would actually like to see more cross progression. More than crossplay. Like crossplay is definitely cool, but I think cross progression is even better, because there's some games that you do double dip, like you have it on one platform. It would be so dope if you could just log into like your EA or Ubisoft or Bethesda account, and your save data or the stuff that you have already done like just crosses over to the new platform that you're playing. I think that's actually super dope, instead of like having to play like the game all over again. Jack, what do you think about this whole situation with Sony, Bethesda and Sony?
Cross progression. I don't have a problem with cross progression in games, but cross play. I probably don't have a problem with cross play. My only thing with Bethesda, and I was talking about this earlier, they got a lot of shit on their end that they need to fix first, if you ask me personally, right? Because and they do a lot, and I just find it ironic that they call it Sony. They try to imply that Sony's anti-consumer, but the shit they've been doing the past couple of weeks ain't too pro-consumer themselves. Like, I'm gonna touch on that too. This whole paid
past
mod
couple
situation.
of years, actually.
Yeah, like,
yeah. We could get into, we could get into that.
I was about to say, we was just talking about their mods, and now they trying to come.
It's just
like, hold on, pot cold and the kettle black. Hold on.
That's my thing about it. It's like, fix your own shit too. You know what I'm saying? At least allude to you fixing that if you're trying to get Sony to fix this shit. You know what I mean? That's my only issue.
But two things can be right at the same time, Jack. Sony is still on some fuck shit.
They are.
Go ahead.
I love Bethesda. I really do. I love Bethesda games. I know you guys are not huge fans or anything, but like,
I'm like a love-hate.
Yeah, I'm a huge Elder Scrolls fan, and I'm a huge Fallout fan. Like, I genuinely love the games, but I'm not going to sit here and act like Bethesda is not on that fuck shit, because they are. They are a lot. They've done a lot of really shady things, despite, and it's because of the success of Fallout and Elder Scrolls. People are more inclined to give them a pass for it, which I don't understand. I don't understand how they can continuously release broken, buggy games. I don't understand how they teamed up with Steam to do the paid mods thing, axed that after the PC guys are like, hell no, and then they came out with the Creation Club, which is essentially the same thing.
And not only that, but the Creation Club was automatically downloading all the Creation Club mods to your hard drive through Steam every time you had an update, and not even telling you about your hard drive space.
Yeah,
and that was for Fallout 4, so that was like massive. Yeah,
they've I don't know what's going on with them, and I'm not liking it very much, despite the fact that I am a fan of their games. However, I am a huge advocate for the cross-play, cross-progression thing. Despite that fact, though, this is a fucking card game. It is a free-to-play card game. All right? Listen, I do not care about this shit. And to be quite frank, PlayStation shouldn't care either. It's a fucking card game. Yeah. All right? We let it go.
Honestly, Bethesda's really trying to threat like Sony. They should use a bigger game like Fallout. Yeah, they should use Fallout 76.
Xbox and Nintendo tried to team up and threaten Sony. What that do? They dropped the Spider-Man trailer and everybody shut the fuck up. When that Spider-Man coming out, nobody give a fuck about it.
If anything, this is like a test to see like the reaction to everything.
That's what it is. Yeah.
If they really want to make an impact and really want to stick to their guns with this, it needs to be Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
Some shit like that.
And despite however people feel about Bethesda, it's Elder Scrolls. It's gonna sell a shit ton. Yeah. People will buy a console or a PC to play that shit. Yeah. So I'm sorry, it's just how it is, But a card game? Nah, we're not doing anything with that.
Mm-hmm. I think everybody. Well, the thing is, people were saying the same thing. I don't give a fuck about Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
Right, but the thing is, Fortnite is the biggest game in the world. Period. Yeah. It's bigger than League. It's bigger than League of Legends. It is the biggest game in the world. And to be honest, if that didn't make Sony buckle, I doubt Fallout will. I think what they're doing is trying to test the water and see what Sony will do when a major publisher that they've worked with for a long time is pushing back. And I think that's what they're doing. Instead of doing it with Fallout, they're like, look, here's a test. Yeah. And if you push back, then we're going to fucking really go forward. Because the thing is, it honestly, cross-play and cross-progression is a major factor for Fallout 76. whether people want to admit it or not. And people are like, oh, I don't give a fuck about crossplay. I don't care about crossplay. You will care about crossplay very soon. Sooner than you think. Because the second those games don't have the people playing them, you're not going to have any fun because there's no one there to play with. So the more people get to play that game, the better chance you have of actually playing the game you paid $60 for and using that online access for. So it's happening to a free-to-play game that nobody else plays right now. It's happening to a card game. But when it happens to a game that you like, if you start saying some shit like, oh, well, now it's important, I'm going to have to turn around and I'm going to have to give you the spanking.
I think Sony, like I said, I don't think they're going to buckle at all this generation. It's like you said earlier, Alex, when that next generation rolls around, and if people are buying the Xbox because they support crossplay and that's like clear as day, like Sony can see, then I think they'll change their tune. But I've always been like an advocate for the crossplay and stuff like that. In fact, I said that Sony is a bunch of pussies because they have games and exclusives that people will always come back to play because you have to have a PlayStation to play them. So to me, there's no reason to be scared. I know they say, oh, you buy it on this platform, they're getting the cut, and then you play it on that platform. Fuck all that. Make the fucking games that people want to play, keep your exclusives, and people are going to always come back to your platform. That's just how it is, and that's how it's going to go. And that's why they've been honestly the fucking generation.
I said the truth on Twitter. I'm going to say the truth here. Sony won this generation not because of exclusives. They won the generation because they let you have used games, and they made a pro-consumer move. That's why they won. It was that 10-second video of here's how you share games on the PlayStation.
Yeah, that definitely put Microsoft in a casket.
That won the generation.
The
exclusives just carried them.
Their game plan early on was definitely do the opposite of Microsoft. Yeah, that was their game plan early on.
Happened to be being more pro-consumer.
They were being super pro-consumer in the beginning.
Now they're turning around and they're doing the thing that old Sony did when the PS3 first came out. Well, if you want a PS3, get a second job. Oof, lit, right? $5.99. All of a sudden you're number one. And you're like, fuck them. We don't need them.
All right. So what's up with this used games situation? Do you know about it, Alex?
So the used game situation. Go ahead, Luca.
Yeah, Luca. Yeah, go ahead, Luca.
All right, essentially, this guy, he bought The Evil Within 2 for PlayStation 4 before he had a PlayStation 4, but then he decided to invest his money in a PC. So since he never used the game, he was like, oh, okay, cool. It's still sealed. I'm going to sell it, and I'm going to put it as new. Bethesda was like, no. You're definitely not doing that. They reached out to him. They said that he had to take it down because it doesn't include a warranty, so he can't sell it as new because he's not an authorized vendor.
And where was this on like eBay or something like that? Or
where was it? Amazon.
It was on Amazon.
It was Amazon, right? Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird that they paid that close attention to sale like that. That they took that down.
Oh, so that's mad straight.
Wow. So it was just one isolated incident.
Yeah.
What that we know about? I ain't no telling.
I thought this was on the scale of the stores.
Yeah. Me too. All right, Jack.
I mean, it's still fucked up.
Yeah.
Though.
Jack, can you read our first Patreon question?
Oh, absolutely. The first Patreon question is from the homie WizKid Mitri. It says, "What are some of y'all most disappointing games of all time?"
All time.
Jigga, you want to start us off?
Well, I'm gonna have to go with that. I'm gonna go with that Last of Us 2 multiplayer. That was a big letdown.
Last of Us 2 multiplayer. You really don't play
just the multiplayer, dog. The multiplayer is booty, dog.
Wait.
They haven't even shown it yet. They haven't even shown it yet, Jig. What are you talking about?
Sorry. I meant the Last of Us 1. I'm sorry.
Whose man is this? Whose man is this, bro? What you doing, Jigga? You good?
Hey, dog, man. I'm tired, dog.
Oh my god.
But no, just that, and I don't know. I don't really have because when I buy a game, I'm really not. Well, 2K18, I'll give you that. When I played that, man, that progression system is terrible. Hopefully they fix in 2K19. I doubt it. It's probably gonna be the same, probably even worse with more microtransactions. But I'm still gonna buy it though.
I don't have an all-time one that I could think of right now, but just off the top of my head, Shadow of War. Was it Shadow? Middle Earth Shadow of War. The first one was so good. I had high expectations for this second game. When it came out, I struggled to finish that game. And by the end of it, I was just, fucking bum rushing through the main missions just to get it done. I did not enjoy that game at all. And it's not because of the microtransactions, Alex. So get the fuck out of here.
I didn't.
You was about to say you was fixing yo, motherfucker. You was fixing.
That wasn't even like.
Damn, J man.
Alex was low key. He was low key chilling. He was low key chilling.
Nah, he was fixing his lips to say something. I see it.
But wait, why you supporting? Why you supporting the booty boxes?
Oh,
There you go. There you go.
Do I gotta get Bond on the track?
I say Bond you in the chat. Fuck you too.
Oh shit.
The game was disappointing though, for real.
Wow, man.
Jack.
Look, you know what they say. The guilty always let themselves be known.
Listen, you was fixing your lips.
I didn't have to say anything.
All time. Yo, this is actually a hard question.
be
Of
guilty.
all time, though.
I know.
Of all time?
I can think of a couple.
Same,
I can think of a
yeah.
couple. Well,
Def Jam
some games I was hyped for that pissed me off. Every Legends of Wrestling game that ever came out made by Acclaim, especially Legends of Wrestling Showdown, which was the last one. I remember buying this game from Walmart. $54 I spent on this game. I played. I don't know why I thought I was gonna have some like nice campaign career mode. Beat the career mode in like 30 minutes. Sold it used to GameStop that same day. $17 I got for this game. Okay, $17 So that was a finesse.
Wait, that was store credit or cash?
I don't probably cash. You know how I do it.
Yeah,
Another game that pissed me off. I remember I love the movie Nightmare Before Christmas. They came out with pretty much a sequel. It was supposed to be like the sequel to the story. PS2 game. I forgot the name. And that was like Oogie Boogie's Revenge or some shit. Played the game, bought the game, $54 from Walmart again. The game was fucking trash, people. Okay, I didn't like the game. Played the bitch like once or twice. Traded it in. I don't know how much I got for it, but terrible game.
All right, go ahead, J man.
Spider-Man 3. Oh my god. I mean, Spider-Man 2 was such a great fucking game.
What is this picture, bro?
I didn't play Spider-Man 3 until I got my PS3. And that shit, I mean, not only was the movie trash, but we probably could expect the game to be trash too. But yeah, that shit was really bad.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 2.
Okay,
yeah. I hear that a lot.
Especially after coming out of Dark Souls 1 and you're like, that game was practically fucking perfect. And then you're like, Dark Souls 2 shows up and you go, oh, word, you're just recycling everything from 1. Sweet.
I got a question for that, for Dark Souls 2. Did y'all know what Miyazaki's his name?
Yes, Miyazaki-san was working on Bloodborne.
Right. So when did y'all find out that he wasn't working on Dark Souls 2?
Like when it was revealed pretty early.
Oh, so it was pretty early. Okay.
It was pretty early, yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't follow Dark Souls back then, but I was just wondering, like,
a lot
did
of the
y'all
damage
know
control was like,
after?
oh, he's overseeing it. He's still looking at it. Like, no.
He was making the fucking goat Bloodborne.
Yeah, that's a goat. No,
Fire.
the game. There's no game that's a goat that goes below 20 FPS. Sorry.
Whoa,
man.
Whoa.
Relax. And also,
you never had that
Bloodborne.
energy with Zelda Breath of the Wild, though.
Oh yeah.
When you got to the Master Sword area, that frame rate kind of tanked a little bit.
Kind of.
Yeah, that area is actually
Kind of
kind of
tight.
bad. Yeah, where the
That FPS dropped into the teens in that area, bro.
that area was pretty bad.
The only way to play Zelda was docked mode because everything else is fucking
Pretty
terrible.
much.
The Master Sword part wasn't a cutscene. That shit was a presentation. Fucking slideshow.
But and Bloodborne, that's baby's first Souls game. Like that is the simplest one. That is the easiest one. That is the most basic one. That is the one with the least amount of stats.
God damn.
Damn, that's the one I like though. That's the one I like though.
It's also the worst one.
Alex's opinion is irrelevant when it comes to Bloodborne. You know, Bloodborne.
Dark Souls 1 is the best.
You played post.
All right, yo. All right, my turn,
man.
man. I'ma say Ninja Gaiden 3. That game was definitely a huge disappointment, especially coming off Ninja Gaiden 2. What else was really disappointing for me?
I mean, I was disappointed
Gears
when they revealed
Judgment,
Jack
you already
X.
know that.
Jack.
Gears Judgment is definitely there. As one of the most.
Uncharted 3. Can we talk about? Oh my god. Uncharted fucking.
I wouldn't say that's like. I wouldn't say I'm okay.
That multiplayer, dog. I felt beat.
I like though.
Look, when I played that shit on PS3, though,
the campaign was disappointing, dog.
The multiplayer was fucking.
It was somewhat enjoyable still, but it was just nowhere near like Uncharted 2 in my personal opinion, though.
No, the pacing was terrible.
Bro, you know what they did though?
Uncharted 2 had way more likable characters, NPCs and shit like that. Better setting. Shit, I didn't even get to the multiplayer yet. Especially coming off Uncharted 2. A lot of people didn't play Uncharted 2 player. That thing was fire.
Have y'all ever seen the story trailer to Uncharted 3? They pretty much, it came out like a couple of days before the game. It pretty much told you the whole fucking story. Like,
did it really?
Yeah, and then I watched the IGN video review of Uncharted 3 before I got the game. I did not know young Nathan Drake was in that game, bro. When I saw that, I'm like,
they spoiled it for you.
Oh,
so I could just watch the story trailer and then watch the IGN review, so I don't have to play that bad game.
Yep.
I mean, it's got a lot of
sweet.
Got a lot of
Smokey in the chat. Yo, shout out to Smokey in the chat. He actually has a good one. He says Far Cry Primal. Remember that game? They actually like reused the same map of like Far Cry 4.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Oh my god.
Didn't they try to control that shit or something like that?
Yeah, like it's in the past. Like no.
No, what they did was dude, they contacted that Phil guy. What's his name?
Phil Spencer?
No,
he know about reusing old assets.
No, dude, they reached out to fucking
Philip
to Philip Muchin.
Oh shit!
We're like, yo, dude, what should we do? And he was like, just use the old map.
The finest copy and paster in the fucking land right now.
Paste of all time.
This Control C, Control V game is fire.
For me, it was the DLCs that came out for Fallout 4. So I got the season pass back when it was $30 before they, raised the price to $50 for a bunch of fucking workshop DLCs. I was extremely angry.
Damn, they did that?
Wait.
Gee.
But Luca, what if I told you right now you could get everything for like $60, even though that's still too much money?
I mean, I have everything, so it's not worth it though.
It's not worth it.
It's
a bad
not worth
game.
It
is a bad game.
Like okay.
Just like
I'm so angry.
Take your time.
I'm so angry because it's like one of the DLCs they had was another workshop DLC. It was $15 and it was for 2 hours of fucking content that could have already been in the game, right? And then this was right after I had played The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone. A $10, okay, $10 for
30 hours.
with an amazing story. I was like, God, Bethesda, you need to step your game up. This is unacceptable. It was unacceptable, And then it's like it's like 4 out of the 6 pieces of content they released for the DLCs were the workshop, and I'm just like, Did
you get it on PC?
No.
If you would have gotten, honestly, the best thing to do for Fallout 4 is to get it on PC and just mod the shit out of it, because they're even doing these guys are making Fallout Miami with Fallout 4, and they're basically building all of Miami in Fallout, and it's $0.
Yeah,
it's fucking amazing.
I'm telling you, man, Bethesda really thinks that they can just do whatever the fuck they want and get away with it, and I'm not liking it very much.
They love. I got it. Like, if you notice, they're really loved by a lot of gamers, so it seems like they do actually get away with a lot of things.
They got a lot of
Yeah.
A lot of people did have smoke for them, though. I agree. Like, I admit, when Witcher came out and the DLC was coming out, like, I seen a lot of people talking down, like, damn, Bethesda, like, where you at? Like, you see what they doing with Witcher and stuff like that, but when they drop a new game, it's feeling like people forget. So.
All right, we got a donation from Little Tortilla Man. He says, thoughts on Battlefield 5 low pre-orders. I never heard this story. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
I think I just heard about it today.
I'll tell you what.
People tried to link it to.
I'll tell you how to fix the problem.
Yeah, maybe because of EA Premium and all of that shit. Maybe that's why people are not pre-ordering.
Yeah, you can get the game for pretty much.
It's very easy. It's very easy to fix Battlefield 5. You take Battlefield 5. Okay. You pick it up. Okay. You throw it in the trash.
Woo! Talk the talk. Let's go. Talk the talk. Let's go.
And then you turn around and you say, "I'm sorry. Here's Bad Company 3," and you go, "Fuck yeah!" Like, that's what you do.
Like,
that new trailer was fire.
Yo, J-Man, like,
that shit got
you
me
guys
hyped.
know me. Like, I've been actually pretty vocal saying that, like, I really don't give a shit about this next Battlefield. But after that new trailer, it kind of sparked like my interest a little bit, and I'm actually kind of interested in seeing this battle royale mode that they got, because if it's really surrounded by fire, that shit's gonna look crazy, because you already know Battlefield looks like absolutely.
You hyped about Flame Park?
Yeah, man. that shit look cool though. That shit look cool. I kind of want to see it. I want to see it.
Come on,
that
man.
shit look cool, bro. That shit look cool, man. I want to see
wrestling game and doing Inferno match, dog.
I don't care.
I want to see it. That shit look kind of fire.
Listen, the gaming industry overestimated people's interest in World War II. And it's over for that shit. Like,
we had Battlefield 1,
we had Call of
Duty.
You know why
gamers were crying for it so much, though? Because we had like a spree.
But you can't give these motherfuckers what they be crying for all the time. You know,
it's so funny, we had a spree of futuristic shooters, and I remember there was a time like everyone was like, "Yo, just go back to like World War I, go back." They went too far. They went back to World War. Nah, people were asking for this. Nah, my guy, people were asking.
Battlefield 1 was too far back.
Way too. I'm telling you, people were asking for Battlefield 1 or World War 1. Yes, they were.
World War 2. Yes.
Y'all really gonna sit here and say, yo, wait. I'm telling you, when all those ghosts and all that bullshit was out, people were actually asking for like World War, like Battlefield, Call of Duties and Battlefields to come back. They were asking for it a lot. It came back for one game, and niggas are like, nah, fam, let's go back to futuristic.
They went too far back, and then they threw women in the game. Fuck out of here.
Oh, my God. Oh, man.
The thing about these low pre-order numbers though, like Kofi said, EA got like
that
EA access. EA. Yeah, so why would you pre-order a game you gonna be able to download for free when if you got the membership?
Yes.
And also
pre-ordering games. Period.
You know what other game they say had real low soft pre-order numbers? God of War. You wish you had it turned out. Like, so you can't judge a game by pre-order.
When is the game actually coming out? I actually really do not know. Does anyone know the release date for this?
Whenever Origin tells me it's ready to download.
Yeah, I have no idea for the release date for this. I don't know. Someone will tell me in the chat, when is Battlefield 5 coming out? I have no idea.
No idea.
Like it's October, right? A week after Red Dead Redemption.
A week after?
A week before. Oh no, it goes Battlefield 5, Call of Duty, and Red Dead Redemption.
Well, Red Hood in the chat says I think in November. What'd you say, Alex?
October 11th.
October 11th. Okay, so it's still a little bit away. Like Jack said, God of War numbers were pretty low too. I remember an article coming out about that too, and look how that game.
That was Colin Moriarty.
So I'm pretty sure Battlefield 5 is actually going to do a lot of numbers. And so far, when it comes to all these battle royales, that one kind of piqued my interest a little bit because of that little snippet. I think we're going to see more footage of it at Gamescom, right? Am I correct? Are we gonna see more of it then?
For Battle Royale?
Yeah, didn't they say they're gonna show us? Are we gonna reveal? Are we gonna reveal soon? I think I might be just tweaking.
Because at that Battlefield 1 event, Battlefield 5, I'm mixing this shit up. They said that they're gonna do Battle Royale, but it's like coming post release of the game. So I don't even think like they're ready to show that shit off yet.
Okay, I didn't even know that. So there you go.
Yeah.
We did mention a fellow called Philip a little bit earlier, and I just want to get everybody's thoughts on this whole IGN plagiarism thing. I already spoke on it a little bit, but I want to get everybody's thoughts here. Let's actually hear from Jack Move, man, on Philip's Dead Cells review that he stole from Boomstick. So what do you think about that, bro?
He needs to be ashamed of himself. I think IGN did the right thing in firing him. Now they talking about they got to remove all of their everything he pretty much was a part of. They pretty much got to remove it from the site. He opened them up to numerous lawsuits. A lot of people are saying people are overreacting, but what y'all don't realize is this man monetarily benefited from other people's work. So technically, if he stole your review, you can sue this dude and be like, hey, this dude made possibly hundreds of dollars off my fucking work. So. So he's opened himself up to numerous lawsuits. He owes numerous people money. He's a piece of shit. Damn. He didn't admit to wrongdoing. Hey man, listen, like that's what I'm saying. Like imagine one of us, we all do videos in here, right? Imagine we go to IGN or GameSpot and somebody reciting our video word for word. Like you gonna be pissed the fuck off, like bro, you kidding me? You ain't even give me a shout out. Like what the fuck going on, man? But he needs to be ashamed of himself. That's how I feel.
J-Main?
Shit. I was about to add to Jack's point. Not only that, like people are saying, "Oh, they're taking it too far by digging deeper." But in that apology video, he called out Jason Schreier and was like, "I dare you to like find something else on me." First of all, Jason Schreier is known for not only delaying games, but he is known for digging the finest holes and finding your fucking skeletons that are buried. This man went so deep, he found some shit that I don't think Philip even remember he stole. This shit was crazy. Like, every fucking thing is out on the table now. So, we're not going to get up off his neck. he needs to be exposed because he called for it. That's it. Don't call for somebody. Don't fucking call for somebody when they ain't asked to be sent for. Like, fuck out of here.
Luca.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Damn.
I have no sympathy for him, and he doesn't have any remorse about it. He's like, it happened, and especially from that quote unquote apology video he did. He's been doing this for forever. Like, someone even came out and said that he stole their FIFA review. So he's just a
not a good person.
He's not a good person, and it's just kind of like it makes you, look at IGN as well, and I'm just kind of confused as to how they didn't realize that this was happening. I know they have a lot of writers and staff, but like, if you're IGN's so huge, you really can't be making mistakes like this. And that guy was a huge mistake. Like, I've had people coming to me saying, "Well, he lost his job. Like, how is he going to take care of his family?" I mean, sucks to suck. He shouldn't have been stealing shit. Sorry.
Hold on. Did y'all see the Octopath shit that happened?
I was about to say.
Bro, so Octopath, mind you, this dude is a Nintendo reviewer, meaning everything Nintendo focused, right? Okay, so he was finna interview the Octopath Traveler Dales for IGN. He didn't have any questions to ask them because he hasn't been following the game. How many games come out on the Switch that you got to follow?
Not only that, but Octopath was like the most anticipated game.
Exactly.
And he didn't have like a massive demo that he could have just played for 3 hours.
Yes, he had to hit somebody up through Twitter DMs and said, "Hey, can you send me some questions to ask these guys? I have no idea about this game." Like, he pretty much had to get his interview from somebody he knew on Twitter, bro.
Somebody we know, but I wasn't gonna mention names, but I was about to say somebody
posted it on Twitter, dude. Whatever.
I know, but he said he took it down and shit like that because
once it's on the internet, it's there forever.
That's a fact. And they're undefeated.
All right, man. I'm gonna shoot this man just a tiny little bell, bro. Yo, cause who without sin cast the first stone? Look, listen. Have any of y'all ever plagiarized an objective for your resume here? Anybody?
No. I would never do that. Y'all wrong.
Listen,
my sister, I don't do that.
First of all,
we've all cheated in school. We've all cheated on applications. We've all cheated on spouses. Fuck out of here. We cheating on
nobody in here.
Cheating on our diets.
Nobody in here is copied and pasted. No, I'm just saying. Nobody's copied and pasted.
You know what the difference is? Kofi? That shit happened when we were 13 years old. This is a grown-ass man, okay?
He got paid for that. We didn't get paid for that.
Did we get paid to plagiarize? No. And secondly,
if y'all got a job and you lied on the application, you are getting paid to lie.
I've never lied on a job appliation.
But you know what?
You never lied on job applications? Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't even lie because I'll sit here and be a hypocrite. Yo, I might, because he said he copied something up from LinkedIn or whatever. Yo, shit, bro. I've definitely Googled objective for a job resume before. No. I've definitely done that.
I never lied.
I'm doing an objective for a job resume.
Y'all lying because when they ask you, how would you handle this customer in this situation?
Okay, I lied about that.
When you curse that motherfucker out, I would make sure that the customer feels like he's right and point them to the manager to make sure no, fuck out of here. We was lying on them questionnaires and them job applications.
But this is totally different shit. But you ain't look at somebody else fucking interview and resume and be like, hey, you know what? Like, come on, man.
I think y'all looking at it the wrong way, dog. He was just a finesser who finessed too hard.
I mean, he really.
Low key.
He was finesser. He just wasn't good enough to be a real finesser.
All mad in the chat acting like highly law-abiding citizens. I know y'all cheated on some tests back in the day, man. Come on, man.
Back in the day when we were children.
Nah. But honestly, Philip, yeah, he should have. Honestly, look, if you're gonna copy the man's review, you should have at least tried harder. Like, this shit blew up in his face. This shit blew up in his face. Like, he used the exact same format, as Boomstick, which was incredibly dumb. Especially the words, like the wording. Like, he could have watched the video, then just recreated a video. You know what I mean, from scratch. But it seems like he actually followed him.
He stole a preview too.
Yeah, so it doesn't even make sense. Like if you watch the video,
stole a preview.
Here's the deal. Here's the problem with this whole thing about doing that, right? The thing is, he didn't want to do any work because all you have to do, because here's the problem: if you take somebody's video and then you recreate the video, you're still doing the video. Why take it? You're still doing the work.
You halfway there.
I know.
I understand.
I understand.
Just do it yourself.
I know, like apparently he played the game too. But yo, shout out to Swayzo in the chat, bro. He says, "Bro, I cheated on exams and I still failed Kofi, bro." Yo, that shit, that
cheating on the wrong
that shit has definitely happened to me.
You get the test back and now you're looking at the motherfucker you cheated on. Like,
yeah, have you had that boy?
I thought you
Have you had that dude in class that you act like you got the answers? You give you the answer, the nigga got the whole shit wrong. Yo, that shit.
I'd be so angry.
Yo, that shit be having me tight, bro. Oh man.
You know what I want to know is, podcast was the person that was like giving the wrong answers to people cheating off your test.
Bro, I tried to do that, bro. Look, this was crazy, right? I think I told this story. We was taking a standardized test, right? Everybody's supposed to have a different. It was like 4 different tests. So the person sitting next to you ain't supposed to have the same test. My homie Johnny, his name was actually Johnny. He was sitting next to me. He was like, "Bro, let me cheat off you." I'm like, "Bro, we got different tests." He was like, right? I let him cheat off me, right? Nigga got a higher score than me. Nigga got a higher score than me.
You know what? I've got you all beat. I've got you all beat. I had a professor. I had a professor for world history.
I'm crying right now, bro.
We had a final. We had a final. My best friend at the time and I were in the same class. We sat next to each other, and we were there. We're taking the final.
Oh man!
And I'm sitting there, and I look over his paper, and his entire Scantron is A B C A B C.
You can't go wrong with C. You can't go wrong with C, bro. I miss school, bro.
And then I'm taking the test, and all my answers are C, 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 C.
There you go.
They're all down the line, and then we're looking at each other, and then I look up at my professor, and he starts smiling because the guy next to me, all his answers are D, 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 D. He was just like, see, to know who's fucking cheating. That's how he did it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, teachers definitely caught on and started doing that. Oh, we got test A, B, C, and D. You know, mix it up. They started. Damn, man, teachers got smart with that shit, bro. That shit used to tight, yo.
Funny as shit when the teacher looking at you.
Yeah,
and you try to look away, like try to act like you thinking.
I know, man. But I'm gonna keep it a buck, yo. Some tests, I can't even lie, man. Some tests. Some man saved me, yo. Some days I can't even lie, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and act.
You know what we used to do in physics? We had scantrons. So what we would do is when the person wasn't walking around, we would just flip our scantrons over so it looked like we were still doing the test. But then the person across from you could see your answers and then clear out.
Yo, bro, man used to come up with such elaborate plans to cheat. Niggas should have just studied. I felt like we put so much work into try to finesse the system that if we just studied, we would have been straight, dog. You know what I mean? That is funny, bro. We used to put the mad elaborate plans. Shit under the brim of your hat, yo. Niggas used to have
shit.
That shit was crazy, dog.
Damn, they let y'all wear hats in school?
Yeah,
so it was a rap for that.
Oh man, but that's funny as hell, man. But I think we got everybody's opinion. I think we didn't hear from Jigga, real quick on Philip. I don't think we heard from you.
No, you said you're finesse.
Oh, you're finesse, huh?
He finessed too hard.
Right.
He finessed too hard, but not hard enough.
Yeah. There you go.
And it's sorry to say, but that's the best thing that's happened to that
Boomstick. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah,
he's got 70,000 subs.
Yeah.
Yeah, his shit booming.
Yeah, he got
Literally.
he got
no pun
70K.
intended.
Oh shit, I ain't even do bars.
Okay, Jack, do you wanna read the next Patreon question for us?
Sure. Hold on, shit. I gotta pull it up. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, the next question is from. This is from Burrow. What up, Burrow? What's something that gets on your nerves that a certain game does? Mine is currently Morgana, making me go to sleep all the damn time. LOL. He talking about Persona 5.
Persona 5. Morgana definitely be tripping. We ain't even do nothing today. You telling me to go to sleep?
Oh my, bro, that fucking cat, dog. Oh my god. That's definitely one of them.
Jack, I mean, the obvious answer got to be illicit mode, right?
Ooh, I don't even think. Yeah, listen, Mo, seeing through walls in a competitive game. That's fucking ridiculously stupid.
cloaking too.
I hate remote control like vehicles and shit like that. That should be pissing me off, bro. Like in like shooters.
Oh yeah.
Or like just shit that homes. I just really hate that. Shit that homes.
Mission with time limits. That shit annoying.
Escort missions.
Insta fail missions on stealth, like stealth missions where if you get caught, you fail the whole mission. You got to
Or you know what else? You know another one? Platforming sections when like if you hit if it's like spikes, if you touch a spike, you automatically teleport back to the beginning of the area. I fucking hate that. Just let me die naturally, man. Let me take damage and keep going, goddamn.
Yeah.
Like that. What else?
All the sailing sections in Assassin's Creed Origins.
The sailing sections?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate sailing in games. It's like the worst.
Yeah.
I usually do, but Assassin's Creed 4 definitely. I like doing that. Black Flag.
I'm gonna have to go with Call of Duty and quick scoping. I'm tired of that shit. I hope that they didn't kill that. It's annoying.
Nah, they're not gonna kill it because it has a whole community. Like dudes have built YouTube channels and shit like that.
Let them get good at something else, dog. I'm tired of that shit.
What you need to do is
it sounds like you got to get good, my nigga. I ain't even like.
Oh man,
how often are you getting quick scoped out here, dog?
I'm just talking about what in Black Ops 3 there wasn't that much quick scoping because that's the last one I played. Besides that new beta, like that's all you doing in that new game is just quick scoping, dog. It's just crazy, and it's even worse on PC, dog. Like, oh man, don't let nobody get a keyboard and mouse.
Yikes!
All right, yo, shout out to Burrow, man.
Facts.
Jack, man, I seen you going off on Twitter about Diablo 3. So if you guys do not know, Diablo 3 is it called Eternal Collection? Is it Eternal Collection?
Yeah, Eternal Collection.
So
Eternal Collection.
Diablo 3 Eternal Collection has been announced for Switch. So I think this game is already on PS4, right? It's not coming out. It's already on PS4.
I think this is a new edition.
This is a new one.
I believe it's like DLC added on to the base game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and it's currently retailing full price on the Nintendo Switch, right?
Yes. Well, okay. Physical on Xbox One, PS4, it's $40, and on the Switch it's full price. Digital is full price on everything. So there you go. Which is crazy for a game that dropped fucking 6 years ago, if you ask me. But
why is that shit full price on all versions on Nintendo on Switch? The fuck going on with that?
I don't know, and because Switch games usually it's $10 more physical. You know, I'm like if it's 30 on
cartridge.
Yeah, if it's 30 on PSN, it'll be 40 on whatever. But it's full price. I'm assuming it should be $49.99 since the other ones are 40. But shit, I guess not. I don't know.
At this point, they can get away with the finesse because every new that come to the Switch, Nintendo fans treat it like a new fucking game. So they just go fucking get away with the finesse. Might as well.
It's Diablo 3 is not a good game.
Oh shit! You don't even think it's a good game? Oh shit!
I thought you would like it.
I think Diablo 3.
I thought you would like.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm a huge Diablo fan. Diablo 3 is probably one of the worst. I think Diablo 3 is actually a mobile game.
Damn.
Yeah, I think Diablo 3 is styled as a mobile game more than anything. They've removed so much of what makes Diablo great in Diablo 3, and even the expansion wasn't good enough to save that game. That game is not good. It's not worth $60. It's not worth $30. I would say maybe 10 to 15 at the most. It's not that.
Damn.
Go play Diablo 2 instead. That's the game to play if you're going to play Diablo. I'd even play Diablo 1 over Diablo 3.
God damn. Okay.
Yeah, and that is an old fucking game.
Tell us how you really feel, dog.
Yeah, Diablo 3 is shit and Blizzard fucking ruined it. Yeah. That's what I feel.
Yeah, so that game got announced for Switch. If you're interested in that shit, I'm definitely not copping that.
No,
never,
that is a non-buy.
Yeah, never cared for Diablo on any platform. Definitely.
You should play Diablo 2. They sell it on the Blizzard store.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan, but I heard that like that series itself has like a huge fan base that like. I heard that game you could sink like crazy amount of hours into it.
There is a lineage in that game that is unfucking believable for that whole thing. That game is one of the best games ever made.
So the Switch version, right, is the only one that you can play offline. Is that correct, Jack? I think I seen you say something like that.
Okay,
right?
And that's another thing. Somebody tweeted me. They said the Switch version is the only one you can play offline. But I got more tweets after that. People are saying that's not true.
That's not true.
I think on the console you can.
Yeah, people say you can play all of them offline. So I don't.
Okay.
I don't fucking know.
But you can't play the PC one offline.
Okay, that's the one. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, which is also another bullshit thing.
So. Wait, where are you taking your PC? I'm confused.
The internet goes out sometimes, not the power.
Oh, you sound like a motherfucker really carrying that PC like
Wildly.
You can't.
fucking
No,
like,
you
take
cannot
my shit
be
to the
that.
library. What going on? Take a shit
J
apart.
Main, just you know what? Just face control.
J-Main
Where are
definitely
you
tweaking.
taking Are you kidding me?
Oh
You
shit!
can't be.
All right, yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with you today. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's been a long day for everybody.
J-Main
bro.
lit, bro.
It's been a
This
long
is
day.
Maker's Mark, dog. This shit got me nice.
Yeah, man.
Apparently, yeah, man. You're the one drinking today.
Dog.
I like drunk J-Main.
Where are you taking your PC? Get the fuck out of here. Stupid.
All right, let's keep it moving. We got a couple of more topics to get into. Yo, shout out to everybody watching the podcast live, man. Shout out to everyone.
No doubt,
man.
no
We got
doubt.
265 people watching.
Man.
We really
Hey,
appreciate
they
y'all,
showed
man.
me, dog.
Yeah, man. Clearly, they're all Jigga fans. Yo, shout out to everyone tuning into the podcast. We appreciate you.
Oh, they gigolo. They gigolo. All right.
Half these views his subs.
Yeah,
Hey,
facts.
do you believe in do you know how magnets?
Huh?
Magnets?
No, you guys never
Opposite
listened to the
attract-
ICP song. You never heard that song?
No. What you saying?
How the fuck do magnets work? Okay, never mind.
No.
You guys,
No.
Oh, you said ICP. I fuck with ICP.
you're not down with the clown, man.
Insane clown posse. I know. I know.
Yeah, they drink Fagos and all that. I know about ICP.
You don't got your hatchet. Come
Oh,
I ain't
man.
listen to their music like that, dog.
I feel like Jack would be low key ICP.
I fuck with them kind of, man. I kind of fuck with them. They was in the backyard wrestling game and shit. I remember that, man.
Yep.
That's a throwback to the '90s for real.
Yeah. All right, so there's rumors of a new Elite controller coming in October.
Ooh, fire.
Oh,
Controllers.
I can't wait. I'm actually curious to see it.
Controllers.
I wonder if it's gonna maintain the same typical Xbox One controller design. If you guys actually don't believe, I actually prefer the Xbox One controller for most games over the DualShock 4. Like I actually really do like the Xbox controller. So when it comes to the original Elite, I really do love the quality, the build to that, but I'm not a fan of the sticks of the Elite controller. I feel like the sticks are not very good at all, but everything else is fantastic. So with this new version of the Elite, I'm really curious to see how it turns out. There's rumors that it's gonna have a built-in battery pack, man. And Jack,
We need to talk about
Jack, I
we
think
need to talk about
you
this, man.
have something to say about that, bro.
Okay. All right. Now, y'all know I prefer PlayStation. I prefer the DualShock. I've had a couple of DualShocks, malfunction on me. I have never had a DualShock controller battery fuck up on me. I don't know where this narrative
Where is
coming
that coming from?
Bro, I have never had a controller break because of the battery.
Like the battery die, right?
Like people saying they prefer to actually put batteries in over the built-in battery pack
I do,
because
yeah.
No,
controllers.
no,
are
no. No, bro.
Whose controller is dying out like that, where it's not holding charge anymore?
right, go ahead, Alex.
But think about it. Think about it this way: you're looking at it from like a collector's point of view, someone that's going to play these games and they want to keep that console for a long time. The last thing you want to do is deal with a battery pack to then have to replace a lithium-ion battery down the line. That's one thing. That's one less thing you don't want to have to worry about.
Okay, one line.
Really?
Especially
How
if you're a
often?
collector.
How
especially
often
if
is
you're
that
someone
happening?
Consoles, you'd be surprised. Battery. So even in game cartridges like Super NES and NES, there's a battery in there.
Yeah, they go out.
Those are
Yeah,
safe. So the less things that fail, the better that device is going to be. That's the thing.
Okay,
So
right, go ahead.
let's say if it's over a 4 or 5 year period, how much money are you spending on batteries? And also, even if you are using a rechargeable battery pack, those can burn out too from charging. So it's
better. It's actually better to not even have the rechargeable battery pack, just to have where I can put double A's in.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's honestly better.
Honestly, like when it comes to the whole battery situation, I kind of see like the benefits in both sides, to be honest. Like it must be a time that somebody has picked up like maybe a DualShock 4 and it turns out the battery's low. Then you have to like go fish for a cord. Maybe, I don't know how everybody's setup is. You probably got to sit extra close to your console if your cord is not that long. I think that's like the benefit of like having actual batteries. Like if you actually like have batteries charging, like when they die out, you want to just switch them out. Boom, you pop them in, it's full charge again. So like I see the benefits in both. Like I really do not mind either.
There's
one,
honestly
man.
nothing worse than having these to go play, and then you realize they're not charged.
Hold on, DualShock 3 battery life was amazing, sir. Why is your shit dying?
This thing dies.
I don't remember. I actually don't remember to
What?
say.
DualShock lasted long as fuck.
So basically halfway through every Metal Gear stream, I gotta charge this.
But this is I play my PlayStation 4 all the fucking time. I do not have a problem with the battery. Like, I don't.
This fucking thing and this fucking thing right here. Fuck off. I don't
need
to light on it.
What you pointing to? You gotta set the dim.
This fucking light right here.
You can set it to you can set it to a little bit lower, but overall, I feel like
I want it. I don't want it
at all. Yeah, I understand.
Now, y'all know that's not the biggest like reason why the battery dies fast.
What do you think? What is it?
It's the touchpad.
Is the touchpad? It's always like
that's gotta go. That's gotta go.
Because the touchpad is an active button, so it's always looking for.
Can we admit
feedback
at this point, like the touchpad thing was just like a kind of a waste? You know, like Jack. Let's hear from the Sony man himself. Can we admit that now it's just like an extra button? I guess.
I mean,
it's an extra button to
question.
select shit, right? At first, like at first, with games like Infamous Second Son, like they try to ting with it, like you press it to like charge or like absorb shit. But it seems like it was a gimmick and it's not really too necessary. You see, games don't really take advantage of it nowadays. They just use it for like a map button or an extra select button. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just a waste of space and it's a waste of my battery and I don't fucking need it.
Also, that speaker and the controller is dumb. Get rid of that speaker, dog.
What I do like about the
DualShock 4 is
I can plug the headset. Plugging the headset into there and having it in my headphones is better. I like that.
Yeah, like some people did some cool shit with the speaker, like when you pick up like audio logs and shit. Like it'll talk throughout the speaker on the controller while you're playing the game. But I wear headphones and headsets all the time, so I usually turn that feature off anyway because I can't hear the fucking speaker.
The picture, dog.
That's a good picture, right?
Hold on.
I actually prefer internal batteries, to be honest.
Really?
My PlayStation 4 controller, I use my the cord I got with my Elite controller, my Xbox Elite controller, to keep it plugged into the PlayStation, my DualShock. So I never really have to worry about it dying on me because it's always connected. I have replaceable batteries for all of my Xbox controllers, and it's kind of it's not connected, but it's kind of a pain to have to like get up, go get my batteries changed, especially if I'm in the middle of like playing with my friends or something. So,
yeah, either or, I really do not mind. You know, like I understand both sides, like you, Luca. Either or, it really doesn't bother me. You know, I just find a way to deal with it. You know. So I'm gonna read through some donations that I actually missed.
Yeah.
Watchdog, he says the Bournefield 5 looks like Bournefield 1 trash.
Oof.
No, I disagree with that. They look way different.
He came with another donation too. I appreciate it. He says Philip even plagiarized Dr. Trey's LinkedIn account. Is that true? Is that true? Are you joking? Is that actually true? Yo, no, that's not true, right?
I think it was a video that.
If that's actually true, that's funny.
Yeah, they had similar videos.
I think it was a video. Yeah,
they had similar videos.
Oh, okay, I see.
Oh yeah, it was like the title of the video was the same.
Oh, okay.
But people would say like the actual content of the video
was different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Aztec, he says one gotta go: music, sex, or gaming. Luca, 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 want to start us off?
I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking.
That's actually pretty tough.
No, I need music. I need music. If you really think about it, a world without music, that's
gaming gaming's gonna have to go. I'm sorry.
Oh my god,
y'all getting rid of gaming over music, bro?
Are you joking, Jack? Are you serious? But actually, there's some people actually like that. That don't listen to music.
Music and gaming kind of go together.
That's music.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
hold on.
All the music and games go away.
Okay, human on human sexual like contact or like no sex at all. Like you can't.
Oh yeah, can I still jack off?
That's what I'm saying. Because because these sex dolls in 2018. Let me tell you something.
Young Thug dropping tonight. I gotta hear that.
Let me tell you something. Sex might have to get the fuck out of here, dog.
Okay, how about let's make it even more like harder. Like you can't pleasure yourself.
Oh, music got to get the fuck out of here. Music getting the fuck up out of here, dog. Off the real.
Yeah. Shit, yeah. You know what? I'd probably get rid of gaming, to be honest. But then again, when you hit it, but when you think in the long term, when you hit a certain age, maybe your drive ain't as strong anymore,
Man,
man.
listen,
If you think about that, right?
I've basically let go of music. All I do is listen to podcasts now. So
I started
podcasts. So music, I don't really give a shit
as
about anymore. Especially music now is trash anyway. So it gives a fuck.
Take it in.
Not
You know what? My answer.
Respect music today.
Yo, my answer is your answer will probably change depending on how old you are. Because if I was like maybe a 45-year-old man or a 50-year-old man, married man and shit, I might say like sex, yo. To be honest, I'll probably say sex, yo. But as a young cat, I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
You need to keep the love making. Can't let that
man,
go.
You can make love to yourself.
At 50, man, I'll be chilling, bro, man. At 50 years old,
my
bro.
right hand will forever be strong. Fuck that.
You don't switch it?
Sometimes.
No, who doing
What you
all
gotta
that,
do?
bro?
What you gotta do
Y'all
is
really
give
do
yourself
that?
No. I'll tell you something.
These guys.
You gotta do what's called giving yourself a stranger.
Yeah, you do the stranger, dog? Oh,
The
man.
stranger. So if you're right-handed, you take your left hand. And you sit on your.
Sometimes it's too strange. So stranger danger.
Listen. Sit on your hand till your hand falls asleep, right?
What?
Yeah, and then when your hand falls asleep,
I heard about
then
this.
All right, Alex talking about putting
Yo,
I can't really
Hustle-
control
so
my
that
hand
when
when
you
it's
feel your
hand.
hand.
Hustle Motive says 50. Is it old? Yo, 50 is old though. Like 50 is old.
Hold on. Did you see Angela Bassett today
Ooh, she bad.
at
dog.
60?
Yeah,
Fuck
she
out
was
of here.
Bad.
Yeah.
Listen, Kofi. Listen, Kofi.
Yeah, I guess there is
got-
Viagra, so there is Viagra, bro. So I guess we're straight.
Although
yeah.
I gotta admit, everybody getting mad about. Okay, so Sony fanboys are the fucking best
Oh,
because
no.
not only are they mad about everything I say about Sony, they're actually now defending the battery life of DualShock 4s. How far
Stop. They
are
gotta
you
stop.
gonna swallow that big old juicy?
Hey, man, listen.
Oh my god, no.
We're
Stop
gonna
this,
defend
man.
the battery life of a controller. This is fantastic. Like
Oh,
you're
Lord.
that far. It's they are so far up your rear end that you can taste the sweat from the back of their knee and how deep they are.
Oh my God,
And they're
Alex.
gonna defend
Oh
the
my
battery
God,
life of a controller.
Trolling.
Good Lord. As if Bond and I didn't get you bad enough about Last of Us. Now you're gonna talk about battery life on a controller. It's like you don't have
Yeah,
anything else to
it
fucking
lasts
do.
like 5 to 6 hours, right? 5 to 6 hours.
If you could do a couple things to make it last longer, but the most you get out of it is like 8.
Yeah, it's like
Jesus,
5 to 6
fanboy.
hours.
And you know what? And what's funny is these Sony fanboys. This shit is fucking unbelievable. The last fucking 3 weeks I've seen. You guys are just as bad, if not worse. Go get a fucking life, you social reject clown.
Every
Damn.
fanboy is terrible.
Whoa.
The worst part is like PlayStation fanboys like go and say Xbox fanboys are the worst, and then when their brethren say some stupid shit, they're like, "Well, I mean, he's trolling. It's fine."
Yeah, it's always
Okay.
something.
Damn.
All fanboys are just awful.
First of all, Mad Jack, if you're gonna type the word it's Y-O.
Wow. Oh.
All right, let's
Learn how to write first before
all
you
right.
fucking try to troll.
All right,
buddy.
let's keep it moving, man. We only got a few more topics here, then we're about to get the hell out of here. You know how Sony came out and said that they have sold 500 million PlayStation hardware across PS1, 2, 3, 4, PSP, PS Vita, maybe even PS Vita TV. Who knows?
Yeah, that's in the Vita family.
Yeah, so Nintendo has come out and said that they have sold over 700 million hardware units. So that's a pretty good achievement for them as well. So that's
I disagree.
why
Oh,
do you disagree?
shit. Okay.
Nintendo been in the game for how long?
I don't know. Someone help me.
Since was it 83, 84?
I don't know off the top.
When you do the math, as far as long as they've been in the game, they have a lot more failures than they have successes. So that's why I disagree with that number being a success for them, because when you look at PlayStation's number,
Okay, in a short amount of time, right?
In a short amount of time,
right?
they've hit 500 million.
Okay, you got a
and
point.
When you average that thing out, PlayStation is actually selling at a higher clip per platform than Nintendo. So, and when you look at consoles alone, Jesus Christ, it ain't even fair. 64 was a flop compared to the
this guy,
a flop compared to the competition.
This game with the facts. Oh shit.
The Wii did his thing, but my grandmother and them had that. You know what I'm saying? We already know what the Wii did. The Wii U was a flop compared to the competition.
J-Man really set me straight. So at surface level, we just read the titles, but when you really do take it in, J-Man actually brings up an excellent point, because Sony is definitely hasn't been around as long as Nintendo. In a short amount of time, 500 million hardware sales is definitely
they putting in that work.
That's definitely even more impressive.
They had
Yes, you're right.
Absolutely amazing consoles. PS1 and the PS2 were just unfucking.
J-Man with the facts.
Such good.
They do got good handhelds though. Their handhelds second to none. Nobody's fucking with them in the handheld department, which is why the Switch is what it is. When you look at these numbers, Game Boy, DS, 3DS, shit like that, like those shits did pretty well. And it makes sense that their next platform was the Switch, where it's a hybrid. Because in the console market, they can't keep up. If it was a straight console, Kofi, I think you said this before too.
Yeah, definitely.
If the Switch was a straight console,
it would be a flop.
It would not be doing.
It wouldn't be doing this good if it was just a regular console.
Hashtag it's portable is real shit.
Real shit. Oh man, I feel like that's the reason why it's the only reason why it's selling. Can you imagine if this product right here was just a dedicated gaming device and it was like doing like 1080p, 720p and playing this shit, or it was just dedicated for home? Trust me.
Honestly, I think if it was a dedicated console, I really hope we wouldn't be getting those kinds of resolutions and frame rates out of it.
Hopefully, it would be. Even if it was strong. But can
Nintendo,
you imagine if Nintendo really?
It is Nintendo.
If Nintendo dropped like a 4K machine dedicated at home, I still think it wouldn't be doing as well as the Switch would, in my personal opinion. Because them Japan numbers probably wouldn't be as crazy. I don't think.
True.
I don't think them.
And Japan is a huge market right there.
People are sleeping on Japan's market. Like, I feel like that's why like the Switch is doing incredibly well, because it sells so much freaking units in Japan. Like, if you look at Japan sales, it's incredible.
Yeah, Japan.
And honestly, like the more I use my Switch every evening, the more I start to just want to put more games on it, because I'm just like, I can just fucking in bed, just plop it down, play in bed. Like, it's fine. Like, I just learned that I can play all my PC games on my phone. That's my cat.
Ew, streaming?
That's my cat.
Oh, no.
Damn, scary as shit, bro. Got the eyes wide.
Yeah, that
open.
joint
Look at that.
That joint looking wild, dog.
What you be doing to that cat?
She's a sweetheart. That's because there's food. There's food out.
That's cat just seen some shit.
Yeah, you look spooked, man.
That cat done seen the turkey baster.
Yo, that was definitely his reaction looking at the. See, the chat doesn't know about the turkey baster. They gotta listen to the pre-show.
The chat doesn't know about the turkey
They don't know
baster.
about the turkey baster. We ain't gonna talk about it because that's just.
Sheesh.
Look, if you want to know about the turkey baster, sign up to Patreon.
Or just wait a week and you'll hear about
You might regret it.
Shut the fuck up, Kofi. Sign up for the Patreon. Talking about the turkey baster.
Luca, when you join in the Switch gang, you know what I mean?
Ew.
Oh, she laughing.
Oh, what's funny?
She laughing.
Switch is trash.
Oh,
That's the reaction you get when you talk about the Switch.
You said trash?
It's garbage. I'll pick up the Switch when it's like, if I can get it for like
Wait, hold up. Octopath is
Yo, mans don't know. Yo, I don't know, man. Right now, me and J Main in the lab.
We cooking
something up. A lot of y'all are like, yo, Kofi,
Trash.
yo, where the Switch gang anthems? Where the Switch? So you saw I put them back up. I don't know, man. I hit up Omega. Something might be happening, man. Something might be happening, man.
You might have to add Luca name to the list.
I know, man. I might call out some people.
I'm excited for that.
You know what I mean?
Got some bars for you.
I do want to say that Kid Smooth's little diss to the PC gang, and then Alex being like, nah, this is how we're gonna do it. That was great.
So
that was fire.
So there might be a little surprise coming for y'all, man.
Bars. I just, I like old rap. I like 80s rap. That's why it was that style. So you young kids don't know nothing about it.
All right, Grandpa, stop this. Because
right,
we have very fine rappers.
EPMD or Khalid Twali or fucking Dilated Peoples or fucking. You don't know none of that shit. So.
All right, man.
Kendrick Lamar better than all of them. Facts.
There's not much rapper.
Stop me when I'm lying. All right?
Hey, shout out to XXX Rip. Oh man,
Jack.
He went platinum.
He went platinum too with his latest album. Jack, can you read the next Patreon question?
All right, and apparently I had the wrong mic on the whole podcast. Thanks for telling me, everybody.
You sounded great too, though. That's crazy.
Yeah, it
wasn't real shit.
What was that? Your webcam?
I don't know what the fuck. That's crazy.
Sounding good.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so this is from Red Hood 420, my boy. What's good, fam?
Yo, shout out to Red Hood, man.
Shout out to my biggest fan.
Oh shit! After seeing the big marketing push for Spider-Man, especially with the Subway, can we assume that the game will sell better than God of War?
This
I know
again.
I know Jack believes it's not possible, but Spider-Man makes the most money out of any other superhero.
Jack, I think he was talking to you on this question.
He ain't talking to me.
You starting to sweat a little bit?
We have discussed this before. We have discussed this before.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I did see that
Spider-Man has more mass appeal. It's people who aren't even gamers are gonna pick it up.
Yeah, everybody knows
too,
Spider-Man.
especially.
Yeah, so if this game turns out to be something like super critically,
I don't think it's gonna do it.
I don't think
it's gonna do it.
I don't know, man.
Luca was spitting facts
because even though Spider-Man got a bigger mass appeal, like I said, God of War got a bigger gaming appeal. So you know what I mean. So it kind of evens itself out.
People are gonna pick up that Spider-Man console who don't even
if it's limited, they might not.
Yeah, if they got
them right after release. Yeah. So. I'm hoping they sell out. You already know, man. I'm trying to. Oh yeah, I'm about to get that shit. I wanted to.
Wait, hold on. Speaking of scumbag shit, shout out to the scumbag.
What's up?
If I have the Spider-Man PS4 pre-ordered, but I don't plan on picking it up, can I sell the pre-order for a chunk of change? Listen, I'm gonna holler at you, Jack.
Niggas, and then you lucky, bro. I'm giving that shit away.
You can ship it. You get the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get a ship straight to them. The person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all right. Say no more.
yeah. I'm giving my. That might be if you get that J-Main, I say you hold on to it, bro. You hold on to and flip that shit. That was my original plan, but I'm gonna hook up a subscriber. That was my original plan, yo, because I think you might could fetch a good price for it. Like you see that look, I'm definitely gonna be refreshing the page for that that PS4 Pro, the 500 million edition one. I'm definitely gonna be doing.
There's I don't think there's gonna be pre-orders for that one.
You probably have to hit Amazon or some shit. Freaking D-Web got his hands on one. He said he got a pre-order for that shit.
Mm-hmm. What?
Oh, I'm kind of jealous, yo.
No, cause they went on sale in the UK already. So.
But I've been looking for somewhere to like a page where I can maybe get a notification to see when
the page is up. The page is up. The notification page.
Where?
On Amazon.
But that's for the US, right?
Yeah, they just put up today.
I'm gonna hit up my brother and I'm gonna hit up my brother and tell him, yo, on this day at midnight, try and cop it out. I'll give you the money back for that shit. But I think Canada's gonna have their own separate one, but I don't know how we're doing it over here, so it's mad strange. But I do want that because you already know that's gonna sell for a really, really high price.
Okay, already going for like 700 at least.
Really Hold on, wait a minute. We need since this should be the last time we talk about this. Can we all give our final answer? Is Spider-Man gonna outsell God of War?
All right,
I'm saying.
I think they're gonna tie or get real close.
I'm saying okay. We talking about launch period, right? So I'm saying no.
At launch, I'm saying launch. It's not gonna be God of War at launch. I don't think so.
Oh my god.
I don't think so. Not at launch.
Lifetime probably. Lifetime probably
definitely has a better chance, but not at launch. Not at launch.
Oh man. I'm going. See, I know VG Charts is not, 100% credible source.
They gonna bring the numbers out. They gonna bring them out.
They do pre-order numbers for games, and at this point, it was like week 9 or 9 weeks until God of War, it was at like 300,000 pre-orders or something like that, and Spider-Man at 9 weeks until release is at like 200 and something thousand. So, just going off of that plus the fucking, I don't know, because after the Pro came out, I feel like the hype for Spider-Man has elevated to another level. Yeah. Not only that, but the more shit that they've been showing, the train, I feel like right now it's at what God of War was doing before it came out. I don't know if there's enough time for that shit to pass God of War, but I'm jumping off the fucking ledge and I'm going Spider-Man gonna outsell that shit.
We're gonna see.
I think it's gonna be like maybe pretty fucking close. I think God of War is gonna keep it, but not by much. I think maybe by 3 or 4%.
Okay.
How important is reviews gonna factor into the sales of Spider-Man? So if Spider-Man comes out and
I think they're very important.
And I'm not saying even if it flops, how about it's less critically acclaimed than God of War? How about it comes out and it's like a 80, a 84 or something like that.
Anything under 90.
95, man.
Anything under 90, they gonna say it was it's not a good game. You know how people are.
So if it gets like an 84 Metacritic, which is still a really good score, like I think 80 going up, like that's a good game that you should check out.
Yeah, anything over 74.
That's good.
That's gonna kill some of the hype because of the conversation.
Yeah, so that means there's gonna be some bad reviews. So look, if Spider-Man is gonna really like just destroy God of War, it's gonna need to like score not higher than God of War or just as high, or around the same ballpark. Because I feel like that's like God of War score really helped it too, and its sales too. Yeah. Because people actually do check for those stuff, that Metacritic shit and OpenCritic people.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it, like the last God of War extension, and then the whole direction for the game changed. So a lot of people were waiting for that score.
And a lot of people skipped on that game too.
Yeah. Right. So once they seen that score and like the last Spider-Man being trash, I don't think it has to score like the 94, 95 God of War did. I feel like if it hits 92,
I think that's still like fantastic.
It's good enough. It's good enough.
I don't think it's gonna hit 92. I think it'll be like 89, 90.
Yeah, like I have a feeling too. Like it's gonna fall between like 88s or like I have a
honestly
feeling,
though that's still
that's
gonna
a
be
great score. Yeah, that's fucking great.
Like 89, 90. That's still a great fucking score. And honestly, I really hope that I'm wrong in a lot of things, and I really hope there is not a lot of QTE because I fucking can't stand QTE. But I really hope that game lives up. I hope that game lives up to what everyone's making it out to be, because that's the one thing you hate to happen is where everyone's like fucking sucks a game off, and then you play it and you're like, give us a 7.
I think we see enough gameplay. Well, not enough, but a lot of gameplay that wasn't QTE. But
I think that was mostly like open world.
I'm pretty sure like the cinematic, the cinematic areas, there's definitely going to be QTs, like when they're trying to do like some sort of action scene, which I feel like that fits though. Like some of these things you obviously can't act out on a controller, like if they're trying to display. I'm pretty sure the game's gonna have a lot of gameplay where you're gonna be playing, but I bet you there's gonna be like some like sequences where you're gonna have to hit it like a QTE to like maybe stop a car or just to do something really cinematic, right? Which I don't have a problem with that. Like, did you guys have an issue with like the previous God of Wars where you had to do QTEs to do like these crazy execution moves? I felt like those were fine. Like QTEs like that, I really don't mind, because
it's a reason it's a QTE, because you wouldn't be able to execute that.
Like, how do you even do
actual
that?
gameplay?
Like what they're trying to display for you and what they're trying to present for you, you just can't play it like that, right? So it's obviously they put in the QTE, right?
Yeah, I think personally, I would rather not have a QTE and just have that execution show.
Like just a cutscene, like a cutscene.
I'd rather just have the cutscene than the QTE, to be honest.
I think I'd rather have a QTE than a cutscene, though. To be honest, I think I'd rather be involved.
Because to me, I feel like the cutscene is kind of like my you did it little like snippet, right? Like
you beat it, right?
Like I beat it. Like if I think having a better boss fight instead of relying on QTEs would be a better deal, and then having a pretty kick-ass fucking cutscene would be better than having it with a QTE.
Alan, you really trying to fall asleep. You already called Sony games, and now you want them to put more cutscenes instead of interactive.
I would rather the cutscenes just be about like the little boss fights in the end, rather than having to sleep through half of Last of Us.
Like, shout out to Lee Greeny in the chat. Yeah, I definitely 100% agree with you. The Naruto games, the Storm series, I feel like they did QTs right. Like that's another example. I feel like QTs done right. So
yeah, I like QTs. Yeah. I have zero problems with QTs at all.
It depends really. Like it depends. Like
I think it takes away from like
some games do it right. Some games don't do it right.
Like the only game that I think does QTEs really well is Asura's Wrath. Like that game does QTEs.
But isn't that kind of similar to like God of War in the terms of like after
Asura, have you played Asura's Wrath?
I played it so long ago. I did beat it. If you check shit,
Asura's Wrath is just this completely different thing. Like they take QTEs and like there's one where like I can't even really explain it. You have to punch something. And you have to press X, but what happens instead of just one X on the screen, it starts to fill the whole screen with X's and like of the buttons. So you start like fucking going crazy. Like it just does this whole visual really well done.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure I played Asura's Wrath so long ago, but I'm pretty sure like there was like act like gameplay where you're on rails and in certain area you're on rails, right?
Yeah.
Then it'll get to a point where like you got to do like a QTE like cutscene to like damage the enemy.
Yeah, and that's what I really don't like is especially when you have to do like a cutscene of QTEs in order to pass that scene, and that's what pisses me off is like especially like when I play God of War 1. It was like you gotta do this cutscene to beat you have to do this QTE to beat the boss, and I was like, well, I already beat the fucking boss, but I gotta do
to finish him. Usually, like God of War is like a finisher.
But
it's a finisher.
Like to me, like I already beat him. Like just fucking do it. Like that's how I feel. I don't know. It's just me.
Nah, sometimes it's lit though because it gives it that extra.
Yeah, and when
like,
you miss it,
and
when you miss it, there's like usually like an animation too. When you miss it, right? When you make a mistake, sometimes like you have QTs. Yeah.
But that to me that's more aggravating.
What?
Because I've been through the whole boss fight already. I don't need to go through a QTE on top of it. Like that's just aggravation added on to the actual gameplay. I don't know. That's just me. I'd rather not have a QTE.
And I hate when like QTEs are like for like certain bosses or like the God of War. I hated those QTEs. Where it's like you just do the same QTEs for these little weird ass
for the smaller
like,
bosses, for the mini bosses and stuff.
Yeah, that got annoying, dog.
So basically,
like
damage
turning the stick for the Medusas and stuff like that. I think that was the end.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like God of War's QTs isn't.
It's weird. It's weird. Like you could make cases for wanting it, and you can make cases for wanting it. And I think it just becomes personal.
It's worse when you just do it too much, though.
Is there any other main topics? I think that's pretty much all the main topics. So we'll probably just get through the rest of the Patreon questions, which there's probably only like one or two more. Then get the hell out of here. Oh, but I did want to put this out here. Monster Hunter did break a crazy record on PC. The sales are estimated over 2 million. So that's amazing.
Nice.
Capcom struck gold with this game. I guess that's what happens when you actually drop some fire, what people actually want.
That's definitely probably a game of the year conversation.
You actually put your game on relevant platforms.
Nintendo fans told me it's only going to be successful on their platform.
It's looking like that's not the case. So shout out to Capcom for Monster Hunter Worlds on PC. It's actually a pretty good PC port too as well. It runs really well. Yeah. So, Jack, can you read the next one for me, or whatever it is?
Yes. This last question I got, I think Mav said he sent the question too. I don't know if you got it. But okay, the last question I got from the homie Jay Harvey, he says, what game has the hardest boss fights ever? I heard Dark Souls 5 last boss will be Hardhead's Barber. Hey, shout out to Jay Harvey.
Beautiful. How does Hardhead always get some smoke and he's never here too, man? He always be catching smoke and he ain't here, bro.
Shout out to Hardhead.
Shout out to my guy Hardhead.
Hardhead is a bro, man.
Boss fight?
Oh my god. Hardest bosses.
Yeah.
Usual suspects gang out here. Oh man.
All right, yo.
Shout out to y'all.
Jack. You
not really, but coming off the top of my head, two of the most irritating fucking bosses are from the same game, and that game is Cuphead. The dragon pissed me.
The dragon wasn't that bad. Actually, wait. I think I did rage on that one. I think
the dragon and the doctor in that fucking bro. And you know what's crazy? Those are the two most irritating bosses, bro. I was on like Reset Era or something, and somebody else made a thread like, I love Cuphead, but the dragon and that Dr. Kyle or whatever fucking.
Is that the dude that's like shooting all the projectiles and shit at you?
Yes, bro. Them dude. I was stuck on them parts for so fucking long.
Yeah, that game is amazing.
I think the clown boss in Cuphead was worse for me.
Bip, you think Bippy was worse?
That was the roller coaster one?
He was cake.
I was stuck on that one for a little bit. I was stuck.
You know who got me really bad for a while too?
The queen bee. I actually got.
The wedding.
I actually got stuck on that, but like, I was playing Cuphead to a point. I wasn't parrying though. I wasn't really taking advantage of the parrying.
Me either.
As soon as I took advantage of parrying, shit became a breeze, especially the queen, because half of the projectiles that she shoots at you, you could parry half of them, and I didn't really peep that. I was playing the entire game without parrying. Like I got to that whole section, and it was a breeze.
Dragon was light work. Look at Erica.
Dragon was light work, Jack.
Yeah, but Cuphead is an interesting game because like it seems like some people have trouble with some bosses.
Yeah.
Some people don't have trouble with like certain bosses.
Exactly.
Like everybody's different. Yeah, everybody's different.
That's like that game is so well designed. It's crazy.
Yeah. That game is it.
I'm gonna have to say all of Final Fantasy IV because that game is just fucking hard as hell. or Zeromus, the final boss.
All right,
The Final Fantasy.
I got one.
Fucking...
The Bromac on Gears of War 4, insane. I believe that's how you call it. Is a Bromac or some shit. That section was honestly.
Is that the shit where you was like up on the
guy with the big ass guns and you're inside like the building and there's like bare enemies keep on respawning?
Yeah.
That section
shit was wild.
was,
that shit was
wild on insane, bro. That shit was absolutely crazy.
That's why I was like, when people gave
Swarmac, I thought it was like the Bromac or whatever.
Yeah, the Swarmac. When people gave Kids move the Uncharted 4, I wanted him to do the Gears 4 solo.
Dude, yo, that shit was crazy.
On insane.
He ain't getting past that. He ain't gonna do that.
Fucking
that
nuts.
part was
it's
hard
harder
as
than
shit,
Uncharted
bro.
4.
Yeah, that shit was hard as shit. Yeah, that was harder than anything I played on Crush. I beat every single Uncharted except Golden Abyss on Crushing. That shit's harder than everything. That shit had me losing my mind.
Did you do Halo 5 Guardians on Legendary?
I actually don't think I completed Halo 5 on Legendary. I think I did it on the difficulty under that. I think it was heroic. Yeah. I did it on.
I was playing that shit on Legendary solo. That final boss definitely gave me. Actually, he gave me so much problems. I don't know if this is part of the game, but they gave me a checkpoint.
They gave you a checkpoint?
Me a checkpoint on his ass. I don't know if it's a part of the game, but he was whooping my ass so much that I think they gave my ass a checkpoint.
Yeah, I think they added a new difficulty to Gears of War as well. I think they added like an Iron Man mode or some shit like that, where like if you die once, you have to like start all over or some shit like that. Can you imagine that?
No, fuck that.
Oh my!
Fuck
I think so.
Kingdom Hearts on critical mode is something serious too, especially if
I heard that
fighting Sephiroth and shit like that. That oh my god.
I actually haven't played the Uncharted on Brutal. Is it really that much harder than Crushing?
It is. I beat Uncharted the first, the trilogy. I beat all them games around 15 times a piece. I have not beat Uncharted 2 and 3 on Brutal yet. So yeah.
Have you attempted that? Was it too hard? Was it that hard? I'm pretty sure I could do it.
I got tired of playing it, bro. Yeah. I rage quit too.
Beat those games?
I'm pretty sure I could beat it.
If you go back to PS3,
I beat Uncharted 1 on Brutal. It's you died literally 1 or 2 hits. Most of the time 1.
Yeah, and Uncharted is one of those games, especially the first one. I remember I made a video way back. I probably deleted it, but when you fire off a shot, everybody knows where you're at, bro.
Yep.
And you could throw a lone grenade from like a bush somewhere in the corner. As soon as you throw it, it blows up. Everybody knows your location.
It's a wrap.
Everybody. Shit is crazy.
Some of them Call of Duty games on Veteran World at War. Lord have mercy. There was this one part in World at War where literally they would spam fucking grenades and you could not fucking. I had to like run through the whole fucking mission because I couldn't shoot. Like you pick your head up to shoot, you got 3 grenades in your fucking face ready to blow up. It was a mission like that on Modern Warfare 2 too.
What was that mission on the first Modern Warfare in the plane where you had to get the achievement?
Mile High Club.
That was pretty hard.
I ain't never,
especially getting to the end and then missing the final shot.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Hey, Jigger.
Yep.
I know you ain't said nothing, fam. You ain't got no hard bosses, yo.
Look, y'all motherfuckers talk too much.
All right, go ahead, Jigger. Go ahead.
Okay, I have 2 of them. Imlerith on Death March. That motherfucker's a cheating asshole when you play him.
Wait,
and
who?
Also Imlerith, like the dude in the like black armor on Witcher 3.
Oh, he wasn't that bad, dude. You're just come on.
Oh man.
No, he just barred. What other?
And then on Ninja Gaiden, the helicopter, dog. That shit literally whooped my ass like hours upon hours when I was a kid, dog. Like that helicopter was cheating, dog.
Yo, you know what's cheating? The fucking pig in Diddy Kong Racing. What the fuck his name is, bro?
Yes,
he was so freaking hard, bro. Oh my god, yo. Like he was so hard, yo. The last boss in Diddy Kong Racing. Forgot dude's name though.
Oh, shout out to what's his name? Tariq Ahmed in the chat. Orphan of Kos was definitely the hardest Bloodborne.
Oh!
That nigga with that sack of shit on his back was whooping my ass. All right?
That dude is a bum.
I tried to get closer, nigga uppercutted me.
Okay, so Chaos for me was one of the hardest bosses I've done in Bloodborne.
Lawrence was like the hardest boss.
It's not Nameless King.
Easy.
Yeah, Lawrence is easy.
In the DLC, Lawrence was the one that gave me.
No, that was a cake job.
That's crazy because you said Ludwig for you was easier than Lawrence.
Yeah, I beat him in 3 attempts.
I still haven't bodied Ludwig. I need to go
Ludwig,
farm, bro.
His fucking name.
I beat him in 3 attempts. That shit was crazy.
But what's your level though? Is your level high as shit though?
Like 200 or something.
God,
that's why, bro.
Like,
that's why, dog.
Or New Game Plus.
Yeah, that was my second time playing the game.
Oh, okay.
That's still kind of high.
200.
I was like one something.
I'm nowhere near that. I got bodied by Ludwig. I still haven't even finished it. Like I actually put the game down, but I want to go back. I definitely want to go back and put it.
I beat Maria in 1 attempt too. I fucked that bitch up. She didn't even hit me, bro.
Yeah,
bro, I see Gamer struggle. I'm like, bro,
you just got to parry her, man.
Come on, we Gamer.
Not even that, just dodge right. Like that's how you win. Like Bloodborne is dodge left, and then if you have a hard time, dodge right.
I ate one of them
literally
pellets.
The game.
You know,
I ate one of them pellets, put some fire paper on my thing, and she got her ass.
I mean, she's really, for me, it was the bed of chaos, and not because the boss is actually difficult, but because that shit is bullshit.
Figuring it out. Yeah.
Yeah. I hate it. Like I genuinely, I hate it. And then for Dark Souls 3, Dark Eater Madir in the last DLC, just because their HP was astronomical, and I beat that boss using melee, which was a mistake. But you know,
I have to say though that the idea of I don't know the thing about like Nameless King isn't on there for you.
I actually don't think the Nameless King is hard. Like once you figure out the strategy, especially in the first part.
Yeah, but it's like it's
fine.
Targeting him is like the hardest part for me.
Yeah, it can be difficult, but.
Because you're fighting the camera more than you're fighting him.
Yeah, you're definitely fighting. I hate dragon bosses so much. But I did that boss so many times because I was playing co-op with people and helping them out, and I got it down to a pattern, and I was like, okay, he's really not that hard once you like what you're doing. And there's like sound cues for his wyvern, so you're just like, okay, sound cued. He's gonna breathe down fire. Just go the other direction. Okay, he's gonna breathe fire this way. You can hit him now. So you just got to figure out like the sound cues, and he also telegraphs his moves when you first go in there as well, so you can figure out if you're going to dodge forward or to the side.
Yeah.
All right, so
Neo's double boss is definitely
that's hard. Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
I'll put the game down.
Yeah,
after that.
I still haven't beat the double bosses yet. Shit's crazy.
If those was main bosses, I might have not beat the game. I'll tell you that, right?
Yo,
that's how bad it was.
The double bosses are
like
tough.
You fight one and the other one just one shot you.
Yeah, they're tough.
Oh no, really fuck that.
All right, so I'm gonna read the last two. Louis Salazar says, "What's your favorite starter Pokemon?" Has everyone here played a Pokemon game? Everyone here?
Charizard.
Charizard, you fucking
starter.
What game
Charmander. Yeah, Charmander. Yeah, Charmander.
Charmander.
Charmander lit, dog. Literally.
It's fucking Squirtle.
I'm not.
Ew.
That's the best one.
I do love Squirtle
Squirtle's
too,
the
bro.
best one.
I do love Squirtle, bro.
Fuck Squirtle.
Squirtle was definitely
Yo, I never fucked with any grass type Pokemon, yo. Like
grass types are trash.
Oh man,
I play with them soft ass Pokemon.
I never fucked with any grass type Pokemon.
Bulbasaur was pretty cool at the end, but Squirtle is the best.
Yeah,
I can't even lie. I might have to go with Jack, man. I was preferred fire type, yeah. And when it comes to starters,
that's because anyone who picks Charmander is basic as fuck.
Stop there.
I'm about to go with Charmander too, man.
Bitch,
Charmander is lit.
Yeah, I'm about to go with Charmander too, man.
That's why I picked Squirtle, because everybody was like, "Oh, we fucking."
Squirtle's lit too, but I think I prefer Charmander.
Yeah,
man, fuck Squirtle.
You know what it is? It's because Charmander turned into Charizard. That's why I like
Charizard was.
But Squirtle is better than Charmander. Like, and that's like no debate. Like Squirtle is better.
But you gotta think about the long game though.
Not even elements.
When you learn Thunder Punch and shit,
better than fire. But Squirtle is just better.
You learn like Thunder Punch or some shit like that.
Blastoise. Fucking Blastoise. Okay.
I have to go with Chimchar. Oh man.
Yeah, I never really fucked.
I don't even know what the fuck that is. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know what that one is too. I don't remember.
Y'all spooky, dog.
That's like my little cousin Chimchar. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that,
fire monkey looking motherfucker?
Yeah, I don't really know the new ones off the top of my head like that. Yeah, I know the old ones though. I don't know the new ones.
I like Mudkip.
Yeah, Mudkip. Yeah, that's a water type one, right?
I like Poplio.
It's a water ground, I think.
Yeah, water ground.
All right, so our last
pretty good,
question for the night before we get the hell out of here from Mav Hustle and Motive. He says, "We are all familiar with the Philip IGN drama. My question is, would anyone on the panel stop associating with another member if they did something horrendous in the gaming community?
You gotta define horrendous, though.
Yeah, please.
Okay,
please
so
Yeah, you got it depends.
if one of us was reviewing games,
Yeah, okay.
Still
Yeah,
in, like,
okay.
review content?
Let's say if I got caught, like aimbotting, I was just like stealing reviews and doing some scumbag shit. Would you guys?
Okay.
Aimbotting though, but aimbotting, I mean, I wouldn't fault you for it because you're not good at mouse and keyboard.
All right.
Jack, what do you think about this?
I wouldn't stop fucking with Kofi, but you finna catch this slander. You finna catch these jokes. You'll probably stop fucking with me because I'm gonna roast you. We gonna roast you the fuck
It would
up.
basically be like a daily occurrence of like getting fucking trolled.
Yeah, we trolling the fuck out of you, but I wouldn't stop because we built a friendship off other shit other than games.
I think also like if it was like something incredibly inappropriate, like if it was something like incessant, like bringing up personal life stuff or
something
like,
crazy like
something really crazy.
How about
that would, like,
one of us we're in the news or caught us for like abusing women or some shit like that? Like you beat up a chick.
Oh no, you out of here, man. You out of here.
you gone,
So
dog.
if
Hey, no, I'm still messing with you, dog.
you know what I mean?
Oh man, not like this.
Yo, Jigga's wild.
the jiggle, man.
I do not condone this.
So I'm guessing that you took a lot of interest in Alex's turkey baster story. Then.
Oh, shit.
Women, right?
Oh shit, let's go.
You like it the long way,
What you talking
nigga?
about?
Oh, the cops
man,
are
I'm joking.
Yo, bro, that's a serious
Don't
question,
hate
yo.
me.
So
Great.
if one of us beat like their chick or something like that,
I have
I
no
mean-
friends that have ever like committed domestic violence, but if
yeah.
I did, I'm whooping their ass. Like we fighting. Like if I see my friend, we fighting. That's first and foremost.
so that one's out of the picture then, for sure. Then
I mean, I can't fight you because you ain't near me. So we would have to.
It would have to be something incredibly egregious, like something that like would send you to jail, or something that would be like completely damning in a very intense way. I think that would
Like
be
like pedophilia.
yeah, that's a no.
Okay,
We're gonna go from like
That's a kick.
I had to take.
Yeah, that's a kick.
J Man right though.
Beat around the bush.
Yeah.
Just eat
Yeah,
pussy.
J Man, yeah.
Come on. Like pedophilia.
That's definitely
No.
yo. You get kicked out. Like you get kicked out. Definitely.
But gaming, like taking it back to gaming, like if you was out here stealing and shit, putting them up on your channel, and you got caught,
You getting
like,
roasted.
Hey, I think you get
we
roasted.
gonna call you
yeah.
out to the carpet.
You getting roasted.
If you deny it, if you denying it and it's like clear evidence and shit like that, then at that point we might have to stop fucking with you. I personally would probably have to stop fucking with you. Like if you kept doing it,
Because
and you not,
integrity
like,
is important to us, yo. At
right.
least to me, like integrity and
Right.
shit like that. That's important, bro. That's very
Wait a
important.
minute, we know somebody
like,
did
we
some
wouldn't
shit
be
like
doing
that though.
Oh, I think they still in the
man.
community too, right? Oh.
No. I'm talking about something we cool with. They admitted it. Though. I ain't gonna put their name out there, but they used to like they reviewed a game that they never beat and played. And they was like they got roasted the fuck up, and then they changed. They turned their act around. So.
Yeah.
Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all,
Why do I feel like I don't know who you're talking about?
you definitely know what I'm talking about.
Somebody put in the chat if y'all know who Jack talking
I think
about.
I know you're talking
I got you. I
I think I
got
know
you.
you're talking about, bro. I think I know you're talking about.
Oh man.
oh man.
Yo,
Hey, that's the homie though.
yeah,
I
that
fuck
is
with
the
him.
homie. That is the homie. And it's not Kid Smooth. I see people say Kid Smooth and Jimmy. It's not Kid Smooth or Jimmy.
No.
Well, damn, why y'all coming for Jimmy back?
No, it ain't you. It ain't you.
Man. All right, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, and get the hell out of here. Yo, shout out to everybody who pulled up to this episode of Press Start Podcast, episode 74. We're gonna go ahead and do the outros. We're gonna start off with Luca.
All right, I just want to say thank you very much for having me. It was a great time. Stop inviting me when Erica's gone.
All right, next time
okay?
we're gonna have you when you're both here. All right.
We both of us gotta be
All
here.
right,
But you guys
definitely.
can catch me on Twitter at the Ash and Luca, and I have a podcast called Scumcast, which I do whenever I have time because I am often busy. So check that out. Thank you. Bye.
Jigga.
Hey yo, shout out to y'all for having me on. If y'all doing nothing Fridays at 4, come check out the Usual Suspects podcast. Also, you can check me out on twitch.tv/JigApril. I stream sometimes. They're pretty funny. Come through and watch
it. But wait, Jigga, are these IRL streams or actual game streams? What are you doing?
Man, come on, dog. I'm a gamer out here, dog.
4 Central. You gotta add that Central. 4 Central.
4 Central.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cause we Central Time. Oh man.
Yeah. Are you high right now?
Who, me?
Alex, go ahead do your. Alex, go ahead do your.
Why are you delaying answer the question, Jigga? What's going on?
Oh man, drugs are bad. I don't do drugs.
Where you from, Jigga? Oh my bad.
Oh, go ahead.
I was about to ask where he was from, but
don't put Jigga on blast like that.
Jigga, you alright?
It's cool.
Oh man, I'm in Illinois, dog. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
You see, you're a Bulls fan. Ain't nobody not from Illinois a Bull fan, dog.
Oh man, fall back.
All right, man, you got it.
Mm-hmm. Thanks everybody for coming out this weekend. More Metal Gear Solid 3 of streaming the series. Once we're done with MGS 3, we're going to 4, and then Peace Walker and 5, and then we're doing God of War, the whole fucking thing. Every God of War game.
You get your fair share of QTEs, sir.
That'll be the next set, and then we'll figure out where to go from there. Probably gonna do Thief, maybe, I don't know. But check me out on Twitch and Twitter. It's Alex. Check out my amazingly correct, always right opinions on Twitter. They're the best.
Mm-hmm.
And please enjoy, and thanks for coming out and watching.
Yo, Jack.
That looks delicious, I guess, Kofi. First of all, y'all check out Scumcast with Lucas. Y'all check out Usual Suspects with the homie Jigga. Y'all check them podcast out. Don't follow me on Twitch because they banned me right now. I can't say subscribe to me on YouTube because they took my partnership away. I'm trying to get a new one. I can't say follow me on Twitter because they banned the homie BG. My life is in shambles right now, people. Let me see what I want to say. Shit, have a good night. How about that? Jeez.
Damn.
Yo, Jack's been going through it, yo. Shit is great.
have a good night, goddammit.
Jack's been going through it, yo, lately, yo. What's going on,
I think
bro?
you need that dude that was calling you from prison. You might need somebody to talk to him again.
I know. I need a lawyer. I don't know what the fuck going on.
You might need that one phone call.
Yo,
Actually, BG got you, man.
Damn, shout out to y'all, man.
Could have kicked them from that shit. Curse kicked them from that. Yo, what's going on, dog? I think it's crazy.
You know what? Before we get started, I think. Oh, let me see if I can. You guys keep going. I want to shout out this.
J-Man, go ahead and do your outro, bro.
Yes, definitely appreciate Jigga, the homie Jigga, and Luca for pulling up on us. Definitely want to get on both of y'all podcasts. I was on the Scumcast once, but I had to dip out early. So y'all holla at me when y'all got a free slot, and I'll try and pull up on there. But yeah, great show. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all was holding it down. And definitely free BG.
Free BG.
Free BG,
damn.
Keep that man in jail.
Yeah, keep him in jail.
Y'all petty, man.
Speaking of BG, if you want to see a really hilarious edit of someone made called their YouTube channel Seal of Quality, I put it in the chat. They made a hilarious anime edit of me and Black Bond and BG talking about just having a good old fucking fun time. So check that out. It's pretty funny. And
yeah, make sure y'all go put some money on his books. You know what I mean? He gonna need. Hey, it's actually a blessing because he actually is gonna get 3 meals a day. So he would no longer be malnourished out here. But y'all go put some money on that damn books. All right. Shout out to B.
Yeah, shout out to everyone once again for pulling through. You can find the podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, and check out our Patreon. Check out the giveaway I'm doing. Subscribe to everybody. The link is in the description. And yeah, we're gonna see you guys next week. All right, take it easy, man. Be easy. What the fuck was that, dog? Nigga,
what the fuck?
What was that?
Nigga, did you just bust a nut? What the fuck?
What is going on, Jigga? What is he doing?
Oh man, I had to do it, dad.
I don't even know what that is. Is that what you do on? What's going on?